Let's start the secret recording. I don't know why I called it secret. It's not particularly secret. It's literally at the start of every episode, isn't it? Want to just take a sip of water. I was saying I've got hot water. You know, actually, I'll start the stream and then I'll go into talking. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I put some like warm water in here. Except I put way too much hot water in here, and now it's far too hot to drink properly. And the bottle I use is like this nice metal thermos, which, you know, keeps the heat in, but it keeps the heat in a bit too well right now. So I'm trying to let it cool down with the lid off, but let's see if it's okay at the moment. Okay, that's in the still hot category, but it's not burning. But yes, it's some nice honey water in there. Because I think it's actually meant to be like lemon water, isn't it? Like you have to, for a sore throat, but here I am instead. I like honey water a little bit better. I see some friends have messaged me. I'll just say that sounds good to me. A streaming feed. There's something in the general chat. I'm sorry, I've had no time this week to really look at things. Let's see, what is it? Hopefully it's not annoying, but this is my watching Blueprints, but it was really quiet on my laptop for most of it, but peak up louder at times. I like to play music in the background or stuff like this. Oh! Huh, that's interesting. Well, unfortunately I don't have time this stream to really sort that out, but I guess I'll just sort of take a look-see if that's how it is. Really, I need to wait for someone to actually get in here, and then we can find out if it is too loud or not too loud. But yeah, I was gonna wonder, I was like, should I stream today or should I not, or should I take a break? But then I was like, okay, two things. One, I have not streamed basically at all this week, and two, I'm like, I should probably stream. Sorry, that was literally the same point again. I've not streamed much at all this week, so I was like, let's stream. And two is, I just want to play more Blueprints. I'm gonna be real. I'm so curious about literally everything that's going on, but I don't know what to think. Sorry, that was my drawing tablet. So yeah, I just kind of wanted that to be underway as we let Blueprints load itself in here. I myself will probably be coughing quite a lot, but that's okay. Stay hydrated and all that. Yeah, you know what I should do is I should bring up, I need another monitor. I forgot about this. I need somewhere to put my chat. I'll put it like this. It's the tiniest chat in existence. I can hardly see it, but I can see it just about. Maybe I'll put it over my OBS, kind of make a preview smaller. I already got an OBS preview after all. Because I forgot that I need to bring up my notes. Blueprints notes. I should also move my microphone to be a bit more central, so if I look at my notes, I actually speak into my microphone. So I should probably put it in my drawing position area. Where is my drawing glove? I should really get like one of those headset mics or something, so when I look around, you can actually hear me, rather than having my cardioid one where you can only hear me when I speak directly into it. Did I play with a controller or a keyboard? I don't remember. I think controller, keyboard. I think I must have played with a keyboard. I'm not sure. But anyway, I mean, Blueprints is kind of old news now, I think, for most people. But it's not for me, as I very, very slowly play my way through it. But the thing I think we basically learned from last time is I'm not accruing enough resources at the beginning of a run. And by the time I get to the harder stuff, where I start needing like keys, I start needing coins and jewels, I don't have anything. And it seems like steps is barely a resource at this point, because steps are just so easy to maintain. So, that's what we'll be doing. Did I play with a mouse? I don't know if this feels right. Hold on. Let me grab my controller real quick. Because I genuinely can't remember what I played with. I feel like most days now I try and play with a controller because I feel it's just a bit more ergonomic. In a sense. It feels a bit easier on my hands. Let's see. No, this is not right. I definitely did not play with a controller. As soon as it started moving, I was like, this is wrong. It's okay. No one's here yet, so we can do whatever. Yeah. So let's change up. I'm not sure we ever just figured out what that stuff is for, but let's change up our style. And let's start exploring outwards. Let's start accruing some currency and things. And then we'll figure out where we're going from here. But what do we have in here? We have a pine and we have a pin. I think we've already got that written down somewhere. We do. But those are drawings of things which only have one thing different. I think this is a perfect time to grab a storeroom just to get some resources early on. We've got stag and tag, which I think I also have written down. I do. I've not sat down to try and think of what word this could be spelling. Or phrase, I must say, because there's quite a lot, to be honest. Excuse me. Because there's so many different letters here, of which I don't really know how many of them will actually spell out something. I think we're okay with putting a bedroom in here if we backtrack a lot. What is this? Is it a prayer or beads and a crowbar? Bar? Pray? Is this one I've written down? Pray and pry is what I've put down. Okay. His hand is suspicious. I'm surprised we can't turn items around. This feels like a sort of game where you'd be able to pick things up and sort of rotate it in your inventory. But yeah, I think the thing I mainly said so far about our exploration throughout this game is I found a lot of places of things which look interesting, but I've not found any place to like input what seems interesting, you know. I found a lot of keys but no locks is perhaps the way I describe it. Let's do hallway. That feels like a nice sort of open way to do it. Stairs and stars, I'm pretty sure I have that down. Yes. Because there doesn't seem to be a lot which is interactable, TBH, but hey ho, what do I know? Drawing room. That's fundamentally no different from a spare room, I think. But drawing room just would allow us to go back to the main lobby, which we don't need at the moment. But yeah, I'm trying to give us basically a lot of avenues at the moment. I don't think we've ever been to the observatory before. Why don't we go in here? +1 staff or something. A bath and a bat, which we've seen before. Okay, a globe with a made-up world on it. Another globe. Okay, interesting. They all rotate. A chess piece, a knight. This must be a thing. Because we've seen a chess piece in a lot of these different rooms. There must be some sort of link. You know, maybe I should start writing down which chess pieces I see where, to be honest. In which room. Because I don't know if it's consistent or not. So, let's see. What chess pieces are there? There's a pawn. There's a knight. There's a bishop. A rook. A queen. And a king. And this is a knight and this is the observatory. So I'm not sure what the stars mean, but I guess we're about to find out what's going on. Nanward, hello, long time no see. I'm sure mostly that's because I've not really been streaming all that much, but welcome, welcome. I'm playing some Blueprints. I'm a little bit late to the train, but here I am. How have you been? How have you been? My voice is still so hot. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Richard Witt. And I also missed the times you streamed. Well, we're here in the now. The past is the past, the future's unknown. This present moment, we're both here. And that is to be celebrated. That sounded a lot more grandiose in my head, but anyway, I'm glad to see you're here. You can join me in this Blueprints puzzly adventure. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations and the absurd effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Or fine here, have you been? Been busy? Certainly been quite busy. But hopefully finding more time now. As what I'll say. Right now I've got a bit of a sore throat, which I'm drinking some nice sort of... Well, I'm meant to be drinking some warm water for, but then I put way too much like boiling water in, so it's kind of like... It's so scorchingly hot at the moment. I finished Blueprints a few weeks ago, so I shut it. Well then, sit back and enjoy the ride while I puzzle through the things which you already know. I feel like most people have already played this game, from what I can tell. Because, like, you're not the only one. I think, like, all the regular people, almost, in my chat, like, know way more about it than I do. It's, if anything, it's astonishing that I've remained so unspoiled about this game. But yeah, sit back, enjoy the ride. North Star, +1 gold. The twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. Right, so what I understood from the observatory is that in a run, if you get more observatories, you get stacking... you add to this constellation, which I guess gives you more bonuses. The slice gives you +3 steps, which seems pointless. +1 gem and diamondus minor. The 7 cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common. The farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Okay, so they give more. I don't even know what apples give. I'm glad you play it because you have puzzle skills. The game made me feel dumb. No, look, we all go at different paces and have different strengths when it comes to puzzle solving. I myself, while I'm good at the logical aspect, I'm very terrible at exploring. So I'm sure you certainly have me beat in that regard. Clavets for key. Diamondus major 5 gems. Draxus with dead. Dead Ed rooms are more common today. The sale. 50% of everything today. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's no constellation with 9 or 10. Wait, are there pages missing? No, there's just not 1 for 6. Okay. Ah, so maybe the stars accumulate throughout the entire game run rather than just a run. I like a sail being a sail. I didn't even put that together. That's really good. Florealis, bloom of the sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Well, this is our first time ever going to an observatory, so presumably we'll just have a 1 star, which means 1 coin, right? 1 gold. Okay. Can I, like, look? No? Okay. Can't look into a telescope? That would be ridiculous. What are you talking about? I find it weird, by the way, that picture of a bat has, like, a forest beneath it. As if it's trying to hint that it should be more than just bat. Okay. I rotated it, and it's not looking outside onto the sky. I don't think I'm going to see anything like this. Am I dumb? How do I interact with this? Oh, we have 1 star on the top left. +1 time for each time you've drafted observatory. So maybe this is an accumulative thing. It doesn't... I assume this doesn't reset at the start of the day. I don't get what point of rotating this is. Unless... Oh, maybe every new day we come in here, we can rotate it a bit more until finally it will look out and there'll probably be like a clue for us in the sky. Move it by turning the wheels. Wait, does it matter where I click on the wheel? Oh wait, there's another wheel down there. Right, that's probably what you meant. Oh! It does actually matter where I click on the wheel. This seems highly pointless, but I'm sure it has a use. I'm not sure who could use a telescope like this. This just blocks away. Oh wait, this telescope's on its backwards. I don't know what to do with this information, to be honest. Okay. Well, maybe that'll be something which makes itself clearer to me later. This seems highly pointless at the moment, except for a good way to block up my staircase run. So we'll keep that just sort of in the back of our mind for now. You're playing with second time now, right? Yes, this is the second session of me playing, but this is the first time I've seen this room. Oh, you can turn this wheel too. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. So we probably have to point it out there. And I see there's a wheel up there. I don't know if we can reach it though. It doesn't look like it. So we had to lower it. Okay, so hold on. I need to think about what order we need to do this in. This can't be the last one. The last one has to be that. This turns it up and down. But it needs to be low enough that we can reach it, but also high enough that we can still go underneath. Still can't reach it. Let's just keep rotating it. Okay, well we can't keep rotating it. Well, I mean, at least for now, it makes sense to me that this should probably point upwards over there. I don't know if, I think it will hit the thing there. I think it's stuck there, but maybe we can actually reach this wheel now. Oh! Okay. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add planetarium to your drafting pool? If you call it a Daedalian planetarium, gain 2 stars. Sure. I don't see why not. Don't break, it costs a penny. A pretty penny. How do I... It never found... Oh, I assume that I never found out. It's astonishing to me how many people have been like, while I've been playing, like, I find something and they're like, I literally never even found out before. And I'm like, how? You've all definitely beat the game. How can there be so many secrets still left to find? Because I can't remember what it was last time. I think it was like I zoomed in on one of the tutorial pieces of paper or something, and then a lot of people were just like, I literally never even knew there was a hint on that. And I was like, oh, okay. If I run into it again, I'll show you. Maybe you can sit there smugly being like, oh, I did find that one. Okay, that's the wrong way. Actually, I should look. Is there anything on that might be worth looking out that side? I don't think so. So I guess that's just whenever we can draft it, and then we'll just be like, oh, you know, some days we might not have a good chance to do anything except for end the day somewhere else. There we go. North Star, gain 1 coin. I hope we don't have to turn the telescope every single time. But yes, I guess if we find the planetarium, we should always end the day there. Okay, let's go forward then. Kitchen, breaker box, nook. Let's see, because a breaker box means that we can have the doors open if we also run into the other terminal room. I don't have a gem for the kitchen, so it's either the utility closet or the nook. We do have one other way to go, but I feel like it's too early to go to utility closet. I feel like maybe we should only draft it if we actually had to see a door that an electronic door, a Five Nights at Freddy's door to keep open, you know? Oh, I think it was this. I can show you. Like, I had a magnifying glass, and this is, I zoomed onto this book here, and I was like, oh, it's got like hints about something. And then the 2 people who were in the chat last time were just like, I literally never even knew that was a thing. This is a new one as well, clock and lock. What? Well, there you go. I'm glad I could enlighten that for you. I might have the notes on it somewhere. But let me just write down clock and lock, because I don't think Caesar... No, it is what we have. Clock and lock. I still don't know what this is for, but I'm writing it down. Let's see, do I have my nook notes? I do indeed. But yeah, hold on. Wait, I can bring it up on OBS just so you can see it real quick. Where is it? Pseudo Paint. Hold on. Hide blueprints for a moment. Like, if you zoom in, you can see that it tells you, like, something about the billiard puzzle, which is a room I haven't been to. It's been mentioned in a thing, and it tells you, like, the operations. I mean, I don't know what this means, but it says the antechamber is sealed by all 4 sides. So... And I was like, that seems useful, probably. I don't understand it. But that was apparently a big moment. Which I think is a fun part, I think, if you've played a game. And it seems like this game... Oh, this is another rook. A rook room. It's a game where it's like... It seems like there's so many little bits and pieces here and there. But you could play through like 5 different times and you'll find something new at a different time. Night Observatory, Rook, Nook. Can't help but notice. Maybe there's a little pattern there. That would have saved me maybe hours. Okay, so honestly, I don't really like doing a parlor room, so I'm just gonna go to a pantry. It just takes effort, to be honest. Let's see, the apple. Again, I don't really know what the apple's for. Oh yeah, it's steps, that's it. We've already seen that. There's a limited amount of apples, bananas, and what was the other one? Oranges in a place. Peaks and peas. Nursery or den? I don't think there's any point of us getting a chapel. Chaperone, so let's just go to the den. We should look out. Is there a chess piece in here? Because while I have noticed the chess pieces before, I never wrote them down. So now I'm just sort of like, I need to be more conscious about it. Okay, pick up a gem. This is sand and I think I have that written down already. Let me just double check. I do indeed. Hold on. Yes, I am very curious because this room has so many clocks in, which obviously must be significant because it is not that time right now, at least on me. I mean, maybe it's this time somewhere in the world. Is a minute at least correct? Wow, the time passes very quickly in here. Oh, this has a pawn. There we go. Let's write that down. Maybe it's relevant. So this is a den. Should we go forward or left? Let's go left. Let's accrue some more resources if possible. Leads to a room color of your choice. Secret passage. Huh. I don't think I've seen this one before, this room, so let's try it. There's a match. And I don't know what this is. Another pine tree. Match and I don't know. Or maybe it's a light and a I don't know. The Halls of Holly, Green Thumb, the keys to the bedroom, Red Rover, Gold Sink. Yeah, these are different types of rooms. We did learn about this from the terminal. Oh, this is another pawn room as well. I'm not sure what the point of red rooms are except for just being dangerous. So I don't know why you'd want one. Maybe there's some synergy there for some reason or another. I've just got some throat troubles. A little inflammation lasting last week, but a pill a day makes the inflammation go away. Well, I hope it recovers swiftly. I think a sore throat is definitely one of the more annoying things, isn't it? It's like annoyingly painful. Like I feel like when I have like a runny nose or whatever, like other sort of flu like cold symptoms or whatever, I'm like, those are dealable. The sore throat is just, maybe it's because I speak so much for YouTube videos, but I don't know which of these I want, to be honest. I'm gonna say, why don't we go to a gold sink, because I don't think I've been to a gold room before. This is cool though. I don't know what this is still. Fire and... oh, maybe it's fire and fur. That makes a lot of sense, huh? So do I have that written down? I don't. That's a new one. Add it to the list. Someday I'll figure out what on earth these paintings are for. Ah! I just knocked over my pen. In the beginning I also just drafted everything. I did not get yet how else would you know what they do. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense to me. Special cost bypassed. Launder currency. Well, I don't have gems, so I guess I'll do this one and launder some currency. But yeah, like I feel like it makes sense. We're still in early days of exploration, so why not just try and figure out exactly what's going on? I don't think I've ever been in this room before. That's stage and sage. That one we've got already. Bleach. There's a lot of laundry machines. I know this house is big and stuff, but this seems excessive. So I guess we can turn one currency into another currency is what I understand from this. Or it's literally money laundering. I don't know how. Oh, whoa. All of your gems. Service cost 5 will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins. All of your keys with all of your gems. All of your keys are all of your coins. Right, okay, so this is quite expensive and I don't have a lot of coins of this. The only one which makes a difference is this. I mean, this would exchange one... This would basically give me 1 gem for the cost of 5 coins. This gives me... I think we'll come back to this. Because I think we don't have a need for it at the moment. Because I don't know what currency I will need. I don't know if I'll need keys. I don't know if I'll need gems. Or coins. So we'll just sort of leave that as a... Oh, I didn't even notice there's something over here. This might even give us gems. Because we have an excess of keys right now, so... I think it's worth to try and exchange. Look at that. We don't need a laundry room. We'll just use our own ingenuity. I made an Excel file for notes. That's interesting. It fascinates me all the different ways that people have for making notes. Sorry, I just hit myself in the head with a microphone. Excel files new. Like some people were saying that they made like handwritten notes. Some people just made like you know, like an online notebook like with huge things. I'm using Clip Studio Paint, so I would use OneNote because that's normally what I use to take notes, but I don't have OneNote on my computer. So the door's locked. No worries, we've got some keys. I guess I'll go to the parlor, seeing as that's the only one which gives us any progress, and I don't want to stop our progress yet. But we've done the parlor room before. It's a logic puzzle, isn't it? It's like, what is it? At least one tells the truth, one tells a lie? Is that how it works, right? One which is only true, one which is only false, and only one box has a prize, the other 2 are always empty. Okay, what's going on here then? This box is blue. That is definitively true. So one of these 2 must be lying. The gems are in a true box. This box is black. Okay. The gems are in a true box, so the gems are in a false box, so the gems are new. Excel made it easy to show to chat what I was thinking, and the game even tells you to do notes. Excel files like very neatly and orderly. I think I have a lot of respect for using Excel for it. Oh, that's a new one. A tent. Camp and... I don't know what that could stand for, to be honest. I don't think I've seen this combination of images before. Okay, well, we're running out of keys slowly. Right, well, this is a dead end for us no matter what. There's no point, I think, of us getting a bedroom. We don't have enough money for a commissary to really make sense. Actually, there was a thing. I'm not sure how it works, but I ordered something to the commissary. And it said it would arrive in 1 to 2 days. I think it is 1 to 2 days still. So I'm going to take a risk here. We have so many gems, I don't think it matters. Let's just see if it arrived or not. Because I don't really understand how the ordering things work. Day 20 and day 21 is crazy. A salt shaker. A shovel, a sleeping mask, metal detector. We've gotten the shovel before. I don't think we could do anything when we had the shovel though. Like I tried to use it to try and dig up. Like I think you have to take it to a green room, right, for a garden or something. So I guess I'll take a salt shaker. Why not? Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. Okay, not useful, but now we know what it does. Let's chart and cart. We've seen this. We've seen the password already. That was another thing you missed none word, is that I managed to read the thing just like that. Without the magnifying glass, as I learned, is the way you're meant to do it. Right, this is a dead end, so I guess we had to backtrack to here. You got that one? Yes. You and me in the same boat. We don't need no magnifying glass. We'll just use our eyes. Yes, so I think we had to backtrack basically back to the hallway. There's nothing else, no other direction we can go in. And we just got to make sure that we should either go forward or turn to the left because the laundry room's in the way. I also do know The red notes are lies and the blue ones are true. Our keys for sale. We don't need keys at the moment, right? Yeah, because there are no locked things, so let's go security room. But we know this. We should go here. We're not going to read everything, but we're going to do a keycard system. Set security level. I see no reason to put it on high at the moment. And offline mode is, that'll be default open, right? Yes, if it's locked. Then if we find a breaker room, it can be helpful, something like that. I don't think there's anything else we need at the moment. There's nothing that we've missed. We can swan song. I don't think there's anything new here for us that we're meant to do. It's been a while since I've since the terminal, so I don't really remember. Oh yeah, everything's been disabled. That's what I recall. Where do we have to go? See Miss Babbage. Yeah, I don't know who Mrs. Babbage is. Yeah, that's what I did. I did a special order. But when I did it, I guess what it means, it just guarantees that the next time you're in the commissary in 1 to 2 days, that item will be there. But I thought it would give it to you for free, so I guess not. I think only one of these which we haven't. I mean, maybe we should put Sledgehammer in, because we've seen doors outside the manor which seem interesting to try and break down. We don't have any of those active terminals. We need higher thing for emails. Yeah, glossary of terms. I'm not going to read all of that, to be real with you. I was just looking, because I was just like, I wonder if that keyboard is actually legitimate. Like, the way it types out, and it is. Oh, there's a night room. Okay, there we go. Security. Don't know what the chess pieces mean? Make a note of it, and it will become apparent probably. I'm going to guess in 12 more hours of play. Maybe that's underselling it. Okay, we'll see what's this way. Passageway. That's pointless. Guest room. Oh, breaker box. Let's do a breaker box. Let's turn it off. So if we run into any of those electronic doors, we'll be a-okay. Off as well. Cabinet. Oh yeah, and I forgot there's this game where you like turn things. I forgot how you do it now. You turn things purple somehow, and then they go, and then you can turn one of them white, and then I don't remember what you do from there. But there's something else you're meant to do with this, but I haven't figured that out yet. And by something else, I mean like obviously there's more to this. Keycard entry system off. What's it? You turn everything green, and then you turn things blue. Then you click the blue. Everything else to the side of it goes blue. I mean, if it's red, it turns purple. That's it. Like this, yes. And then this turns purple. Then you can turn one of them white. What does that mean? I don't know, but I don't even know what VAC can stand for, to be honest. Virtual. Who knows? Billiards room. I don't think we've been to the billiards room, but that would end our run. Actually, all of these almost end our run except for the drawing room. Oh, I want to go to the billiard room because we have hints about it, but I think it's silly to end our run. I don't think there's any other way we can go forward, no. The dark room's interesting as well, because last time we saw that it turns off after a bit of time. So maybe we can run through. No, I think let's do drawing room. I think it's too... I think only if we're forced into the other room we should do that. I don't remember what drawing our floor plans even means. Location acceleration controller. Like it gives you vacations at higher rate. You draw 3 plans from which you must select one to draft. However, some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial options. Yeah, oh yeah, that's it. We can mulligan. And we have a coat and cot, I think. That's probably significant to these paintings as well. Not that I know. Do we see a chess piece in here as well? I don't think so. So this is the only way we can go. Courtyard. Nursery. Terrace. Well, I guess we'll go courtyard as the only way forward. If only we had a shovel. Is that a metal detector? Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Okay, that's actually quite useful. Security room. Hold on. Once you've drawn 4 plans, you must select one to draft. I guess I'll do greenhouse. Why not? Let's try and do a green room thing. Now we've turned off the doors, we can get in here for free, although at gem cost. What does this cost? It's locked. Okay, well, I hope we find a key in here. I probably should have checked that first, but I didn't really have the opportunity to. Oh, metal detector. You see something? Where? What's this? Oh my gosh, it's a music. Trees found inside. Will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away the sheets you find a worthy trade. Toss away these sheets. Hold on. Let's take a print screen of this. New folder. What is this room called? Greenhouse. Greenhouse. What does this mean? I don't know. I think we saw sheet music before, didn't we? I'm not sure. Because on weekends time flows faster. It's so true. Actually, here in the UK, we are very lucky to have a... First time you enter each green room, you use water to gain 1 gem. Okay. What is this? This looks like a lever with a broken handle. I'm gonna take a print screen of that. That seems significant. Oh, coin. Unfortunately, we need keys. We don't have enough coins to use a laundromat. So I think this is a dead end. We can't go forward because we don't have a key. Yeah, I think that's it for us. And unless the watering can works like this. It gives us gems. Wait, this is also a green room, right? So we can... What? It doesn't work. Oh, it does work. We might as well get as many gems as we can. But using these 2 gems, is there any possible way we can get... We go back to the laundry room. We don't have enough money, so that is not going to work. I don't think there's any way for us to get any keys again. But we learned a lot, I think. We've tested out this system of turning off a breaker room. And the keycard system, so now we can actually get through places. I think we're stuck though. Silly me for... Gems are made from coal and pressure, but it was water all along. Don't you know? It's these new artificial gems, which Big Gem is trying to keep secret from us. Just add water, just like sea monkeys, and they come to life. I guess gems aren't alive, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything. I don't think we have a way forward anymore. Because I don't think there's any possible way we can get a key. I mean, I guess we can check in the security room if it was... No, we already checked. There were no items. So unless this means something. I was just reading what the danger said. There's a danger toggling or breaking switches may result in floor plan loss functionality. So let's try and get that to break then. Why not? doesn't seem like it's breaking. It seems like it's rather robust, if anything. So I guess we're done here. Just trying to think, is there anything else we can do? Is there anything outside we wanted to explore? I don't think so. I don't think we have any tools. I mean, maybe the metal detector works outside. I think that might be our only saving grace. Is what if we can go outside and use a metal detector? Other than that, I think we're stuck. You know, I never also came out with a key. So I wonder if a key would open that. The thing which I find interesting at the moment is how do I end up making progress in a way, you know? Because I feel like with a lot of roguelites, you get better, of course. So definitely I can make more strategic decisions. But at a certain point, like, is it possible to get me more keys and more coins in a run? Because there's no permanent, well, as far as I know, there's no permanent upgrades between runs. Apart from a consolation, I guess, might be. So I wonder if that's what. I wonder if that's we should be focusing on trying to get stars. So then each run we start off with a certain amount. I guess we'll see if we start off with a coin and the next day. Because I'm just kind of like, if we don't end up getting anything, how are we going to make progress? I guess I just had to start making better room choices, but, you know, we are already on day 3, so perhaps it's a bit premature for me to be like, oh, how dare I not know how to progress. But yeah, I think I'll just call it a day. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. We'll just see what day 4 has for us. Oh my god, the water's so hot. Four new rooms. I'm not in as much of a rush to get to the antechamber anymore after learning that it's probably locked on all 4 sides. So I don't even know how to get in there in the first place. Because that seemed like our only goal at the moment. But now it's like less of a goal because, well, we can't get in. I wonder if there is like an actual time limit on this game. Like, can you actually run out of days? Is days a resource? I don't know. So I'm just putting some chapstick on. Keep those lips not dry. I'll take a charming cottage. We like a nice little cottage. Okay, well let's just go. A parlor. Code check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Right, well I don't have an item, so I guess I'll go with a hallway for now. Anything new here? Nope. I'll just sort of explore outwards. Pantry or parlor? Do I want a key, gems, or coins? I'll take gems, I think, because it gives us 2 gems, so that seems more economical. Let's see. This statement appears on another box. This statement appears on another box. So these are both true. The blue box is empty, must be false, so the blue box must be the one containing the gems. Unless I got that wrong. Nice. So we've got 2 gems. We've got a stag and a tag. What's it? It's a coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, you earn an additional 1 coin in interest. Okay. That's a new item. So it may be like the more rooms we discover, the more often we get like items or something. I don't want a chapel this early. Wait, do we... We don't have any coins at the moment, so I guess it wouldn't matter. I'm still going to take a drawing room, I think. I know it costs a gem, but this gives us a lot of opportunities and openings, I think. Let's take probably the key. This will lead us back to the beginning, where we can try and accrue a few more resources, I think, before we press on again. Oh, security room already. Yeah, okay. Let's do security room. Let us Log in. Let's change the security detail. Settings, set security mode. Off. Offline mode. Unlocked. Okay, and we're good. And then let's see, inventory? Nothing, okay. So we haven't missed anything yet. Okay, we got some good stuff at the beginning. Let's go closet. 2 items is probably more useful for us at the moment. Where's my second item? What is that? Pudding and... oh, no, desert and dessert. Am I blind? Oh, running shoes. Occasionally save footsteps when travelling longer distance across the estate grounds. Okay. That seems not so useful for me at the moment because I don't know what to do with the estate grounds. Den, pantry or storeroom? Let's go den. Because then it still keeps the left side of everything open. Okay, we're getting a decent amount of resources. Courtyard. No, let's do bedroom. I see no reason to spend a gem on a courtyard because it doesn't actually give us anything. You ever think like this lamp, if you look at it like this, kind of looks like there's a pawn underneath it? Plain. I mean, these drawers, I'm surprised we can't open. This mirror, which doesn't exist. That seems significant. That's a room we're in at the moment. E. Plain and plan. Hold on. I don't know if that's significant, but I'm going to take a print screen of it anyway. This was in the bedroom, wasn't it? Oh, I need to organize these folders. There's too many folders. My guess is if we get this exact painting in certain locations in the place, in the house, we might end up spelling a word or something. I wish my purse worked the same. That'd be really nice. If anything, your bank account might work the same as that. 33% interest though is pretty crazy. Observatory. Yeah, let's do observatory. Let's see if the stars carry over. Still pointing outside. They do carry over. Okay, lovely. So now what do we get? 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. I assume there's 2 stars. Nice. Ah, so they don't carry over the bonus because we have not started with a coin, I don't think. No. But if we ever go back to the entrance hall, there'll be 2 trunks. We've only got 1 key. I don't think that's necessary at the moment. But if we get more keys, maybe that'll be useful. I guess, actually, maybe it makes sense to draft these rooms now. Like with chapel. Because I don't have any coins, so there's nothing to lose. Because I must assume there's a bishop in this room as well. That you can't repeat rooms. So maybe you want to get the red ones out early while they're not relevant to you. Like, it doesn't matter that I lose coins because I don't have coins. But we got the chapel last time we were in here, and I made a note of all the professions and the things they held. We can check out the entrance hall real quick, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's a good idea to use a key so early, but I just kind of want to see what the benefit. Yeah, look at that. Let's just see. What's that? Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Okay. And what's this? A map. So I guess if we make it to the room just south of the antechamber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this room. You want us to specifically take this route, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So we had to go up here, basically. From this room, we go up, right, up, up, up. Okay. I mean, we can try it. We should do corridor. That's interesting. We're getting more items now, though. Bryden Bridge. Is that this one? Bryden Bridge. Huh. That is not great for us, I would say. I guess we'll take the breaker box. Also, I can't believe a golden compass only gave us one room. What happens? Wait, hold on. What happens if we don't have a gem requirements? Okay, it just doesn't let us. We've never drafted the nursery yet, though. You know what? This run definitely feels like it's not going anywhere as quickly. Let's see what the nursery room is. Because I've never been in this room before. There's a star. A fishing rod and a road. Have we got rod and road? Yes, we do. So this is more out of curiosity of what the nursery would hold. It's got like a frilled lizard. Okay, interesting. Stars, a lamppost, a little playpen, the starry ball we've seen everywhere, a Rubik's cube, which is pretty far from being solved. It's got a pawn in it. We should probably put that down. Nursery. New room might have at least some lore. Exactly. There might be a puzzle in here which may be relevant, which if I never draft it, I'll never know. There's a... ooh, coins! And a diary of a Little Prince. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Story time, everyone. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It is only the true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of a view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. Can I just start about the green grass underneath? So he always had a book to turn his eyes down. Literally answered my question in the next line. If he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was a story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from the toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. This seems like there's a hidden clue thing in here. Like this red rubies, okay, like you need us to get rubies. This is such a weird collection of red items, which I feel like must be a hint to something. Canaries, crow, swan, 3 birds. Look up at the sky, always look down at the ground. Like we've seen... Is there a bridge outside? There might be a bridge outside. Are these the different rooms in the house as well? I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm overanalyzing it. I feel like we've seen this room as well, haven't we? Maybe we've not. Is it too much to take a print screen of all of the pages in this room? In this book? Maybe, but I don't... I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we'll choose a nursery very often. Its passive ability does not seem particularly useful. Because, as we've established, is footsteps are very easy to not run out of, from what it seems. But I'll print screen all of these anyway. Just so we have an easy way to refer back to them. I'm not sure, again, what I'm going to do with this information, but that's for... oh, I didn't mean to close. That's for future me to figure out, not me right now. Me right now is in collection mode. The red prints, though, as a contrast to the blueprints. So I guess we're the blueprints. This is a red print about... Maybe it's about our grandfather or something. I almost want to take the book and see if we can do the Red Prince's story. Just constantly stare down into it and walk around. We got Mother Goose. Cupboards we can't open. Blocks. Okay. Let our future selves deal with it. Exactly. What's interesting, we can't turn to the back cover of this book. Okay. That seems like it's holding secrets which I don't understand at the moment. So I guess we'll just leave? We had to go back to where? To the drawing room is the only place to go. Okay, off we go. Literally the last place we can go. And we'll see what happens when we go forward from here. Best viewers? Get out of here. We don't need the best viewers. They're all here already. Let's see what's forward. Okay, so we have to progress. So it has to be the spare room. We can't afford the green room. The spare room is also suspicious. It feels like there should be more for it. But it's not. I'm also not certain we can get the treasure map. Unless it is relevant. Oh no. It's a dead end. Well, we've never been to a bunk room, so we'll choose a bunk room. And it counts as 2 bedrooms. What synergy with a nursery? Look how many footsteps we're about to get. But yeah, I think this run has come to an end. Despite the golden compass giving us more north rooms, we in fact got very few north rooms. There's a hamster! Hello? How are you alive? Aww. Dibs on the top bunk? You can go top bunk. That don't bother me. A drum kit? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a lamp. I thought it was like a weight scale or something. A little teepee hut, kettlebells, spears. What a strange bunk bedroom. Camp Colonel. Okay. Oh, gems. 2 pawns. Interesting. Hold on. Is there a correlation between the chess pieces we see in a room and what they mean? Maybe. What room is this? Bunk room. Bunk room, and I'll put brackets ×2. Okay. What else is in here? So this is like a camping room. What's that? The Trinsdale mystery? Trinsdack mystery? Locks? Checkers? Radio? My heart's a radio. The Turtles of Vera, I think? It's like an Atari or something. Camp Colonel. This is a crazy arrangement of a bunk bed. I've never seen a bunk bed arrangement like this. That's actually kind of cool. To have them in a T-shape. Oh.
Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room and I will not have to share my snacks. Having young brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp.
Okay. Simon's at camp. He's not as much fun as my friends. Why do you hate your little brother so much? Well, I don't know if little brother, but there's some lore here. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Okay. Aggressive. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Okay. Seems like a ransom note.
Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside. I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. These brothers hate each other. So okay, I guess that means there's a model airplane in the bushes outside. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today's a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He's a crybaby. So Simon is a younger brother. Confirmed. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully he finds it as hilarious as I do. Honestly, I have no idea how we survive sharing a room. All things being said,
I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home. Aww. That's very cute. So Simon stole the book and he returned it. Simon is at camp. This is Simon. But we don't know who the brother is. Is it Herbert? Is it the guy who owned this house? I assume? I don't know. Good for jumping down. I wrote notes like this. Sounds like normal brothers to me. Fair enough. I have a sister, so I guess it's hard for me to know. Yeah, that does remind me of my early diaries when I was much younger. I found them like years later. Like one of my diaries, it was like a little Hamtaro notebook. And I could not understand what I wrote because one, my handwriting was atrocious, and two, I tried to spell words I didn't know how to spell. So it just made no sense. Okay, I guess we'll try and find a model airplane outside. I don't think there's any way we can go forward, right? I need to sneeze. Ah, I see it. I feel it. The book said Herbie, so maybe Herbert. That makes sense. That would be my guess anyway. The book said Herbie? Wait, which book? The Red Prince book? Oh, sorry, I totally missed that. What is that? The diary. Oh, yeah, Herbie is mean. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. But this is the... I can't remember his relation to it, like us, like our great grand uncle or something. So that's him and his brother. I think that's the first time we heard mention of his brother as well. Okay, I guess we'll go outside. Let's try and find his model airplane in the bushes. I'm not sure what that will do for us, but it'll be something. Apart from that, I don't think we have anything else we can do inside here. But we got another star for the observatory, so that's always cool. We discovered some new rooms. Let's look in the bushes outside. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. Let's look out for a model plane, if it's still here. I mean, these grounds are huge, so I guess a model plane could be literally anywhere. It said he got it back. Oh, did it? I thought it was the diary he got back. No. Maybe I misread it. I said hello, Toylan. Well, we can't go through here anyway. Still no keys. Wait, did he actually get it back? I thought it was the plane. Oh yeah, he did get it back, didn't he? I thought that would just be like a nice little hint. Oh yeah, but I got it back. You know, fair point. Well, I guess we'll round this day off here then. I don't know if there's anything else that we can do. Did we get... We got the running shoes today. Which means it cost less money. Less footprints for us running around. Which, again, seems pointless for us at the moment. But let's have a sprint. Maybe things have changed around here. Maybe this place will still not be blocked off. Still need like a torch or something to light that. Okay. I guess we'll just continue onwards. Again, I feel like a lot of keys, not a lot of locks of which to do with. Maybe this is a game which isn't... The locks are not literal things to interact with in the game. Maybe it's much more so the things that you put together in your mind. And thus express differently through how you play. Now, do I know how to do that? No. Oh, look at running shoes. They procced. Okay, I guess I'll just call it a day here. And we'll start up a new one. We're running into a lot of dead ends now. I'm trying to accrue resources, but nothing has been as good as that first day where we somehow made it to like rank 6 or 7 or something. The water's still so hot somehow in here. almost like this flask is really good at keeping the heat in. But once it reaches that perfect temperature, I'm going to be like, yes. This is it. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let blueprints befuddle me. Okay, onward we go. So again, we are very much learning. Footprints are kind of like the health resource in this game. We'll never run out of them. So, spare room, bedroom. I think bedroom's a good one to start. No, maybe we should get piled off with gems. Because footprints are not a thing. The gems are in a white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. Okay, this is complicated. If the statement on the white box is true, this would make you true, which would make this true, which is consistent because that says white in it, which would make this true, which would make everything true. So this must be false. Statement with the words white are always true. So that's false. The statement on the white box is true. That is false. So you must be true, so it must be in the white box. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. Just to get some gems, which we'll never use. I wonder what happens when you open an empty one. It just goes, Commissary seems pointless. Parlor, do we want to close off something so quickly? Well, items that we get earlier probably are better than not getting them, so... What's this? A dice? Oh, okay, so it's a reroll. I don't think it's great to cut us off so early, but also, I don't know. Corridor, yes. Corridor always left unlocked, which will be pay dividends later, maybe. Oh, planetarium. We've not had this room yet, so I do want to see this. We need to make sure we call it a day here to actually get the stars. It's very unnerving in this room. There is just nothing but silence. Well, that's nice. I don't think it's useful at the moment. And we might have ruined us very early if we don't get a good room draw here. But we can re-roll it, so... I think we had to re-roll this. Otherwise we're not going to be able to progress. A den. A den is perfect. Yes, a den is absolutely perfect. Thank you. It's not perfect if we all need a key. If any of these rooms are locked or unlocked, but... So look, see, make sure I didn't miss anything in here. Okay. Bedroom? I guess I'll do bedroom here. And this is a hallway. Chapel, do we have any coins? I don't think so, so I think we're okay to choose a chapel at the moment. Just make sure we don't pick up any coins going back through here. Drawing room, west wing hall. I think I'll choose breaker box. Just get this done early. Turn off the key cards. I don't know if we want the fuses on or off. Probably we want the fuses on, now I think about it. Because now we could probably choose a dark room. Now the breaker's on or whatever. We'll be okay. The lights won't go out, hopefully. Let us do pantry. Walk-in closet is new, actually. Let's do this one. 4 new items. Could be fun. Oh, look at these nice coats. Nice little handbag. Very sort of retro. I mean, this game does take place in like 90... what? 83 was it? I can't remember. Okay, what do we get? We get a telescope. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Okay. So, they're all doubled. Keys. Gem. This must be the... that woman whose name I can't remember. Love to have a walk-in closet like this. Tying tears. No coins though, so actually this chapel choice was a great choice. But we have only one way which we can progress, which is via the bedroom. So we have to be a bit careful we don't cut us off very early. In the walk-in closet, how would you call the thing on the left? Is it the tears? Yeah, I think it represents tiers. I thought it was like a cake tier thing, like you would put like tea cakes on or something. There was discussion about that one as well, I remember last time, where a lot of people were just like, I had a lot of trouble figuring out what that was called. I don't know if that's what you'll follow up on now, or... courtyard or commissary? Or pantry? Well, courtyard's a bit pointless. Commissary, we can't buy anything. So I guess we do pantry or we do courtyard. Courtyard might be better because it opens up? No, I think pantry is probably better for us. Get some coins. Eat a banana. Lock and clock. Cake tiers. Yeah, TIER. Hello, MMSMX. TIER. That tier. It's like a tiered... It's like a tiered, cake tray. Well, that's what I think it is. It might not be, but... The game is extra difficulty for non-native English speakers. I think that was a thing people were saying, because that was like a very unusual thing to call it. To be fair, I did not get that immediately. I think I got that after being like, oh yeah, the words are similar. So certainly, I agree with you. Not the easiest thing. I think we'll do the hallway. Just so we can continue onwards. Anything new there? Nope. Boudoir or courtyard? Boudoir's a new one, I think, for us. No, we've seen a boudoir before. This is a one with a safe. But it told us quote quote the safe code, but it was wrong. I'm gonna do courtyard. We have so many gems. Let's keep the doors open. Metal detector, okay. We haven't found the keycard or the terminal yet, so we can't actually open this. That requires a shovel, I think. We'll just see what downwards is. This is just to accrue resources. We haven't seen a patio yet. For commissary, we probably can't buy anything. A key might be useful. Spread gems in each green room. I don't know. Let's just click it. Let's just see what happens, you know? Because I don't think I've seen the patio yet. So it seems like every green room always has dig spots. Coins! Which might be useful, I don't know. Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Gives us a gem. It's a barbecue. And then we'll walk backwards and we'll probably find another gem, I guess. What a nice little patio. In an absolutely nonsensical part of the house, but... I was going to ask if I have a German translation, then the connections won't make sense. Learn new things from unexpected places. Don't believe you learn something new every day. This game, you do learn something new every day. Hey, you never know what you could and might or might not learn. I don't know if spread works the way I think it does, where... Oh yeah, it does work. So it does retroactively work. Interesting. I wonder if that means all future green rooms also get a gem. But the only way we have forward now is through this hallway, so... We have a redraw. Okay, we have to use the key. So it basically has to be spare room. Yeah, it has to be spare room. Also, I don't... The telescope gain additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. So right now we have... Okay, so it has to be dark room. And we'll see if we have a breaker box, so what if we run in? Quick, observe! Okay. Now let's see if this works. It's quite a way back. Utility closet, but I want to see if this interaction works, because I would assume it does. We should also maybe see if at the beginning we have... Oh, coins. That's fine, we're going to lose 2 coins. This is worth it to reset the fuse. So now we can see in the dark room, which is probably going to be quite useful for us. have a cost of 2 coins. That's okay. I'm also a little bit worried we might run out of footsteps actually in this run. But that's okay. I don't think we will. I think at worst we won't be able to make it back to the planetarium to get our stars, but... Okay, so we're in the dark room now. Paintings. What is this? Wait. We should take pictures while we're in the dark room. Because it's not very likely. I think we'll get the breaker combination again. I guess unsurprisingly, I don't already have notes on the dark room. So, new folder. Dark room. I'm taking pictures of everything in this dark room. Just in case it might be even the slightest bit relevant. Or we might need it later. Why does he look like this? Is my man's okay? He also looks like he's holding a memo. Cannot read a memo. This is the kind of thing I don't feel like I can help much with, especially when I don't know previous connections and puzzles. But that's fair. I feel like you can always come up with theories though, and I can always try them. Do the dark rooms come with different picks every time? I don't know. This is the first time we've actually had a lit up dark room. Whoever's taking these photos is severely out of focus with whatever's going on. Maid. You, Herbert, my man. They're so blurry. Get your subjects to stand still with those old-fashioned cameras. Syncco. Okay. There's a bath at the back of this. Is this a bathroom selfie? It's a bathroom selfie. Is that a keycard? Ooh. Print notes. HS Herbert has requested yet another print of a ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged point print of the enclosed photograph. He said that the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. We've seen this painting. This was the one in the walk-in closet, wasn't it? I think. This is out in the courtyard. Oh, if only we had the magnifying glass. Maybe we could read what the lock combination is on this. Unfortunately, we don't. And I'm also not sure if that's how it works. Is that an egg timer? I don't know who this is. Is this the ladyship? Red bath from a kid's book? Maybe. Rooms can have different variations and that sounds annoying. It is what it is. Is this the same painting? The same photo of the maids? Hold on. It looks basically the same. I mean, I'll take another photo of it, but still. This one's very red. Oh, this one's clearer. I don't know if we know who either of these people are. How many photos of these maids do you have? And half of them are so blurry. That's the coat and the cot. Selfie. Okay, I think it's a bit pointless me taking a picture of every single photo. Okay. I don't see anything else in here which might be useful. All of these are blank. We have a keycard though, so now we can actually go through the place. Archives? Commissary. That's not commissary, that's kitchen or nook. If only I had. It's the theme of this game. Right. So I think either we go for kitchen if we're worried about our footsteps, which I'm getting a little bit worried, or we get the key. But archives gives us more opportunities though. Well, but archives makes it sound like we can at least see the other two. So let's go for it. There's a new room. And it doesn't seem that bad. The only thing I am still worried about is the number of why are these patterns always so weird on the black and white, like shadings? The only thing I'm worried about is our footstep count. What's this, the park? And keycard. Ah, we turned off a keycard reader. No, after we got the keycard. Why would I do this to myself? Well, so we're in the archives right now. Did you come across a darts game? Target game. I don't know how to explain it. One of the letters talks about it in the gameplay. One of the letters did talk about it. We've not yet found the billiards room, so I've not yet found that game. But we found one of the little tutorial explanations for what it means, kind of. But no, I haven't seen it yet. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold, she's the one who wrote The Red Prince, adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as a Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honour. The previous medal was, of course, her debut effort. I guess The Red Prince? She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free herself from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considered herself success. By Gales Hermes, Herald staff writer, she confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenge myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Oh, what a lovely story. Excuse me, I'm about to cough. Excuse me. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the colour red. Is that why we have red rooms so much? A statement that has been held with much scepticism by many of the pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of a royalist party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a print screen of that then. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed that by authorities to be the work of an insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. RLCF. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumours in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author, and Mr. White, were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house had defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, but the charges were later dropped. Wow, what on earth is going on? Marigold drops publisher. Local authority, what people said. How's the water temperature? It's still pretty hot, I must say. It's getting to a good temperature though. It's getting there. Almost downable. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold had past referred to as her mentor, friend and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance him from the publisher this week. Right, these publishers who are defending these rogue employees, right? Manning and White at the press function was seen at the corner suspicious bag under the wave down a local map. This is a 3rd major last year. It is anticipated charged by the Crown. Manning was the last the trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to with grand treason. Right, so Manning, Caleb Manning, this person here, is a person of interest, is being charged with grand treason, my word. No traces discovered of Sinker Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have deemed this case not foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. So this is Herbert's mother, right? You just said print screen. Screenshot. Yeah, print screen. I'm listening to what you're saying about reading about hot water. It was just I have a bit of a sore throat, so I have like a flask here of what I made some like sweet honey warm water, but I put too much boiling water in it, and it was really, really hot at the start of the stream. So it's slowly been cooling down. But that's just some lore for people who are here right at the beginning. So, you know, non-word, just checking in, make sure my water's drinkable. And it is. Kind of. Anyway. September 2nd, my birthday. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic royal museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. Are these the jewels that we've been finding in the house? The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumoured to be stolen is a renowned ruby crown of Orindo Ares, the ruby crown which the Red Prince Herbert loved so much. The priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to historic value. Whoa. If the rumours are true, the evidence may suggest that the thief was politically motivated. Herbert, what have you been doing? We're gonna find the crown in like one of these rooms somewhere. Okay, so we can't use a keycard because I've turned off a keycard reader. So we can't go left. I guess what? Let's try going forward. Archive floor plan. Passageway. Well, let's do passageway. We have so many gems. I don't see why not. Maybe we should try and make our way to where this room, which I think is where the skull and bones is. Okay, never mind. That's locked. Locksmith. Keys for sale. Lavatory. Well, we could buy a key. We have basically no money, though. We could take a chance, or we could do a lavatory. Let's take a chance. Let's see. What is this? Oh, it's a commissary. Magnifying glass. We needed that. I don't remember what for, but I was like, I wish we had a magnifying glass. I think I'm going to run out of steps, if anything. Darn. Let's take a chance. What's the archive floor plan? Oh, it's a kitchen. We unfortunately can't order any of this. If you have a furnace in your house, wood-fired pizza. Well, we haven't seen the dining room. Honey water. No tea, you British girl. I would drink tea, but it's because I have a sore throat, and honey water I think is very nice at soothing it. I know lemon water is usually the go-to, but honey water is always what I had growing up, so. Tea is just, you know, I normally drink quite one. I just want a regular drink, to be honest. You got to find the other paper that connects to that cut-off section that may or may not be obvi for the dark room. I assume you mean the archives one for the newspaper. I can see that. I'll try honey water next time. It just tastes kind of nice, to be honest, as well. Okay, so we're in the kitchen. I wonder if this will be locked. It is locked, which makes sense because it's locked from the other side as well. Okay, so 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's going to take us 11 steps to get back to the planetarium. We definitely can't make it back to the breaker room to undo this. I think we should go. I'm just trying to think what we can do, because there's no way we can make it to the breaker room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we can't make it back to the courtyard to carry out this way. This is the first run we've had where we actually run out of steps, I think. So I think what we should do, this way's locked. We should check out the passageway, see what room this is, hope it's something which gives us steps. If not, we have one more chance on the archive. We can't go right to the archive because we need a key card. We can't go left. Oh, and we can check left to see if it's something which gives us steps. Otherwise, I think we just make our way back to the planetarium. I don't think there's anything else that we can really do with the amount of steps we have left. Yeah, I think that's the best thing forward. I always have tea and honey with my sore throat. Culture differences. And did anything else connect to explosions or the group that caused it? I'm not sure if we've seen anything else about explosions yet. That might be the first mention we've had. I think other princes have to do with the groups in that paper. Thinking other princes have to do with the groups in that paper. What was the acronym? RFCL? I wonder if we can decipher what that stands for. What did we name the magnifying glass? What does anyone remember? What I was talking about where I was like, I wish I had a magnifying glass. I think it was in the dark room, right? Okay, so let's see if this is a locked room. Oh, it's a West Wing Hall. Dark room code on tree. Thank you, thank you. Okay, what do I think is most useful? I've already been to both these rooms. I think let's just do this. I mean, let's go to the archives and open a room from that side as well. Because then from here we can make a decision, is it worth going to the dark room or not? It's locked. Okay, so we can't even go forward. So it's basically, do I take a risk to try going forward again in the West Wing? 10 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be 9, then 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can't explore this room without not being able to go to the planetarium. Did I see the paper comment earlier? Yeah, I did see the paper. Find the other paper that cuts off that section. Does the layout allow you to follow the path on that map from before? Or is that not applicable right now? Does the layout allow you to follow the path on that map from before? Oh, the one from before. I don't think I can do it right now. Because I would need to go... Because I think it was this room that we need to end up in for the treasure. The treasure hunt. But I don't think there's any way we can get there without a key. And then I'd have to loop around like this. But I can't take the exact route either. It resets. That does make sense as well, because it's not my inventory anymore. Okay. I think let's just bank on the dark room investigation that I thought might be something. That is unreadable. What does that say? 1128. That is readable. I've got to assume then. That is the code to the garden place. Okay. Is there anything else in here that I wanted to use the magnifying glass on? This, I think. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Okay. How do I need to click on the magnifying glass and also print screen. Green memories found in Hartley's room. I don't know if we've even found Hartley's room or a green memo. But now we know they're always false, so I guess that's helpful. Synchical. It's their own company's camera is interesting. Is there anything else of which we can investigate with a magnifying glass while we have it? I don't think so. Wait, maybe we should look up a one which was not blurry. What about? Is it the same? It's the same number. So we can't go to the court, the shed today because we won't have enough steps. So we'll have to go tomorrow. Where's the non-blurry made photo? This one, no? Anything noteworthy in that? I don't think so. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything. Oh, you know what I should have done? Is I probably should have re-rolled from one of the rooms. I completely forgot I even had a re-roll. Apart from that, yeah, I think we'll just head to the planetarium. Let's bank our 2 stars. Let's pay it forward to a future me. And then we'll call it a day here. I think we'll probably have enough time for one more run. Is there anything else which... One of this is significant with a magnifying glass. Doesn't look like it. 7 steps. 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so the constellation effects don't carry on. Or maybe we need to go to the observatory to observe a constellation. Otherwise it doesn't work. Because we don't have any chests in here. We have a telescope this time as well. Which is meant to double the effects, or no, gain additional effects. Wait. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. I wonder what that's meant to mean. But anyway, we're in the planetarium. We have 3 steps left. There's nothing else for us to do. Oh, telescope. What does this say? Get out of the way, planet. Daedalian, the Untamed. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain 1 trunk. Whoa, hold on. Let's take print screens of this. Who knows when I'll have a telescope again. Okay, sorry, I'm looking away from my mic. Planetarium. Daedalian, the Untamed. Whoa, what's this? Star schedule? Oh man. This can take forever. So these are all constellations we've seen with different... No, oh, but they're not missing. Ah, they're combinations. I see. I was like, why is there no 6? But 6 is a combination of twins and Diamondus Minor. I never heard print screen to refer to a screenshot. It's a computer screenshot. Because permanent buffs, I never got this room. Other notable night skies observed. Right, so I guess we should try and find these. So this is if we get this amount of stars, right? A new constellation at 50. 7 different constellations on 40. First appearance of both Diamondus Major and Minor in the same sky. Cool. So from now on, planetariums will always have a trunk. Is what it said, right? Is that what Daedalian was? I wonder if then we can observe a different planet every time we come into it. Because it looked like it was one of the random planets. Okay, well let's call it a day here. Let's get our 2 stars. As we get 4 stars up. Which means that next time we go to the observatory, we'll see... We'll be on 5, so we'll see the Southern Cross. Whatever that means. Yeah, I'm using Clip Studio Paint, so I'm taking a screen, like a print screen, a screenshot of the game window, and I'm pasting it into Clip Studio Paint, where I've got folders for each of the things. Nice, look at all the stuff we found. A lot of new rooms. I think we'll do 1 more day. Hopefully it won't be a super long day. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to check out the orchard. I want to put in that code. Wow, early planetarium. Wish I had such luck. Lucky for you, you can vicariously live the luck that I might have while doing this. Also, is a nice first-time chatter. Nice to meet you. Go to Horny Jail. Right now, we're doing nothing but going to the orchard and inputting that code, which we observed in that photo. And that was quite a stroke of luck, by the way, to be like, oh, I wish I had a magnifying glass. Then to random into the store because we had an excess of gems. I don't even know why we had so many gems in the first place. No deers in the orchard. No. Outrageous. Let me in. Is that 11? Was it 1128 or 1198? I think it was 1128, but let's just double check. Yes, 1128. Amazing! Look at that! We got it open. I hope it stays open throughout future runs. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you start each new day with an extra 20 steps. That's incredible. Can we go in? So just as we were saying that steps are starting to become an issue for us, we get steps. Can we eat these apples? I guess the apple don't fall far from a tree. Something, 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 something. A water pipe. Oh, we turned on the water. What has that done? We turned on the fire. Okay. It's like a butane flask or something. Okay, so I guess we can turn on all 4 of those flames throughout places somewhere. And it will be relevant in one form or another. I don't know. A sundial. Okay. I'm not sure what to do with that. I don't know what these are, like smoke chimneys. No, dear. Cause I've been looking at you. I can't remember. I guess the apple don't fall far from a tree. I only see me. Something like that. Gardener's Logbook, April 10th, 1992. When I first came on the estate. Should we give this person an accent? Like groundskeeper Willie or something from Simpsons. I found a lock in my shoe. When I first came on the estate with the capacity of a new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of a house under his care. As a result of his improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I'll make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nagula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, what's happening to my accent? I've been tasked with the conservation of oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from the gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive and the east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. So that's the gate to the place which we can't get to right now, right? Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavour to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, the patio, verdana, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. Okay, that makes sense of why we've seen so few of those, I think. Let's take some print screens of his orchard. I also just realised I put Planimatrium as my folder name for planetarium. I'm going to keep that. Apple orchard. Gardener's Toolbook. So only certain of the green rooms can be found on the outer edges of a house, essentially. I think we've only seen the patio. I think the terrace has been offered to us, but I didn't take it at the time. I don't think I've seen any of the other ones. Thought you weren't going to do voices so you could focus on what they say. Maybe. I can do both. The soil survey, what? One of the first tasks I undertook as a groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both east and west wings of a house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of a house, clear that the inconvenience of such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in the wings. What? To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fluid spread from the gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. What does that mean? That probably makes more sense when we find a greenhouse, I think. Or was that greenhouse the one that we did see? Is where we got the watering can? Was that a greenhouse? I don't know if I took any print screens there. Oh no, we have found a greenhouse. Okay. Interesting. Poor soil, good soil, rich soil. This is... confusing, is what I'd say. Oh yeah, the greenhouse is where we found the music sheet. You could always check your room directory. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so we found the greenhouse. And the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse directly correlates to the type of soil we found. Anyone have an amazing memory and remember which rank we found it on? It was definitely on the east. I feel like it was one of these two. I don't remember what flowers were there, though, to be honest. Smudge pots. Okay, these things are outside. A few years ago, the Banner made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of a new system was a substantial undertaking on almost every room in the house and had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these innovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including, but not limited to, the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and the high altitude of the estate. Oh, so does me turning off a smudge pot mean that they're all gonna die? These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. Okay. I don't know if that actually is, like, law, or if that's, like, actual mechanics, you know? Like, should we be turning the gas line off to make sure we actually have apples in the mansion or something? Or what? It's not winter. Oh yeah. That's fair. What month is it? Do we know the exact date? I think it probably told us and I forgot. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I've submitted a request of change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Linda, currently in the cloister, with much more beautiful appropriate angel liner. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? But amused, I don't think Anne took the request too seriously, but she did humour me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I'm too scared of a chastisement to probe for particulars for the third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Lyman's depicted in the chapel. Yes, I was going to say, we've seen this person, one of the saints, in the chapel. It should be considered real in some capacity, at least with telling you a date would be spoilers. Very blown up picture of a vow, so I'd interpret it as relevant gameplay info. That's fair. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Speculation. Anyway, the cloister. Is that a place we've found? Permanent additions, cool. How do I see my room plans? Cloister. It was... I don't know if a cloister is something we found. Room 46. I forgot that's a whole thing that we're trying to do is find room 46. There's so many rooms we haven't found still. That's crazy. Oh yeah, we found floor plans. Okay. Sure. They never finished off writing here. So I guess cloister is either... Wait, was cloister one of the green rooms or is it not? No, it's not. We're tending to cloister. How to access the inner garth. Well, interesting is what I'd say. Not sure what to do with this info yet, but that's okay. The sundial is interesting. I wonder why that even exists. And another bird bath, of which I have no idea what to do with. Can we even turn off a gas pipe? We can. Well, I see no reason to leave it on until we get all of them turned on. This is just like we have a possibility to turn it on if needed. Because wasn't it something about like it's also used to power up other things or something? When smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources of the estate's other. Oh, okay, so maybe it is better that we turn it off in case we run into something where we need it on. But then we can't because we have a smudge pots on. Okay, I'm gonna leave them on. It's a change of state to what we usually have. So I think we'll be able to observe differences, hopefully. I think it's very cool that we're going to start off with 20 new steps as well from tomorrow. But for now, we'll be starting down quite a few steps here. And that's a-okay. So we'll probably be starting down about 10 steps or so. So hopefully we run into something which can restore them for us. Let us see. What was that? Something just popped up on my drawing tablet screen. I have no idea what it was. Parlor, hallway. Let's get to a hallway. Let's try and find these garden rooms. Pantry, nook, or guest bedroom. Well, I think guest bedroom makes most sense, so we can actually get some steps back. I say abandoning the plan almost immediately to get more things, but I don't know if there's anything else in here which was relevant. Ah, the garage keys. We've not seen the garage yet. Yeah, this is the letter about the billiard room. Did I take a print screen of that? Let me just double check. I did. So no worries there. We got quite a few of our steps back, which is good. Let's continue onwards. I don't think I want the utility closet this far away. So let's do bedroom. See if there's anything in here for us. Any items? I don't see any items. Bath and bat. A boudoir. Storeroom or parlor. Okay, these are all dead ends. So we might as well take a thing which will give us at least some resources. The boudoir we found before anyway, so it's not that big a deal. IMO. But this at least gives us a chance if we need to use any of those. There's a Brighton Bridge. Okay. That does mean we don't have many directions to go in, so hopefully this is something useful. If it's a dead end, then we're kind of doomed. Let's do corridor. Get to the edge. Office. I don't think we've seen the office yet. Oh, we can't even afford it. Okay, so we can't do office. Do I want 4 coins or do I want 2 gems? I think I want 2 gems. So we'll do the parlor. Let's pick up a key. While we're at it. Oh, magnifying glass. Wait. I was going to say, it's like, that's an actual item just sitting there. See, every box is black. That is definitively false. Every box contains gems. That is also false, so this must be true. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. So it's probably that one. Wow. Wondered if you'd want to try... sorry, what? I watched someone do the darts game in one sitting despite barely knowing math. They probably didn't find the instructions you found. I don't really know what the darts game entails yet, so I don't know if I'd want to try doing it yourself or tell you how to solve it if I'm there for it. Don't tell me how to solve anything, is what I'd say. You can feel free to speculate on things with me, but please don't tell me how to do anything unless I ask specifically. If I'm like, oh, what was this thing, which I mentioned before, that's kind of the most useful thing. It's about the discovery, you know. Laboratory. I don't think this is something we've seen before. But thank you for asking and clarifying first. I know in a lot of other games, I'm often like, it's okay if you tell me this, but I feel like since we're in this process of discovery, that I kind of want to sort of see what I can figure out by myself first. This room has so many things in it, my word. I typically work over Sinker Lab, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the state. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical? And if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Okay, let's make some new notes. This is, where did I just put that folder I just made? Oh, I put it over here. So this is the laboratory. There's a lot of people, so it seems like it actually does exist in real life. Like, a lot of people are just like, I can't find these rooms. And it seems like that is very much the case. What's this meant to be? I mean, it's obviously a spit. I don't know what it's necessarily trying to figure out here. Trying to find out some angle between, I guess, maybe from the arc lamps. Very geometric, shall I say. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room, which is a room which we've not seen yet. Might as well print screen it. Should we print screen it with a machine? So I guess we can't do anything here yet until we also find a boiler room. Periodic table of elements. Well, that's hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Oh, this probably spells a word. Hold on. I definitely do not know the periodic table well enough to be able to tell you what it is off the top of my head. Well, it's definitely got an H on the third. Maybe, hold on, maybe I can figure out. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. So what's below oxygen? Iodine? Boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, I think. So hold on. Let's for one print screen this, and then I'll pull up a table of periodic elements. We'll see how many of these I can remember. Okay, so it's oh my gosh, there's like, I have too many notes right now. Sorry, I should actually talk into my microphone so you can hear me. Periodic table. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does it go up to? 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll do the ones I can remember. So 3 is definitely H. That's hydrogen. I'm guessing 2 is iodine. That might not be right though. No, it can't be iodine. Iodine is a group 7 element, right? What's a group 6 element? Sulfur, right? What is that line down? Because it goes. Because that's the aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, right? Okay, so this must be sulfur. Okay, number 8 is, I said that was fluorine, and then 12 I think is neon. Is neon the second lightest noble gas? I think it is. Okay, now I don't know any of the others. 5 looks to be around where gold is my guess. 9, 10, 11. 11, 10 might be guessable, but the heaviest noble gas. Helium, neon. Argon, krypton, xenon. I don't know what the other one beneath it is, though. I also can't. Let's see. Maybe search a whole room first? No. Absolutely not. That would be a normal thing to do. While you said that quite nicely, you should still probably put up a no backseating tag for the people who are less considerate in future streams. A tag's actually probably a good idea. I don't really use tags, so I'll do that. No backseating. Why not? No backseating unless asked. I think that's a good idea. I'll do that. Edit stream info. Some other gas probably. Good idea, but I feel like people wouldn't just go in and explain stuff instantly. Surely we don't expect you to know the entire periodic table. This is just me trying to flex of how much of a periodic table I remember. Absolutely for sure. There's probably either a periodic table in this room, or you can just search it up. But it's it's kind of fun, I think, for me to be like, hey, science teacher back in year 7, you know, when you got us to remember the first like 40 elements of a periodic table, it's come in mildly useful. Yeah, I can't remember what the heaviest noble gas is. Is rubidium a noble gas? I don't even know if that's true. I don't think it is, though. Let's see, what halogen? Fluorine, chlorine. I can't remember what's beneath chlorine now. Iodine. This is probably bromine, is my guess. BRNE. That does not seem like a reasonable word. And this one is what? Oxygen, sulfur. I can't remember this. Okay. Hold on. First things first. Is there a periodic table in this room? Whoa. It's a formula. Mathematical formula. There's a lot of stuff here, huh? In terminal. What's this? Effective immediately. Electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Okay. Is there a periodic... There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, let's see if there's an actual periodic table in here. If there's not, then... I don't know. Is it? Oh, there is a periodic table. Wonderful. Okay, so let's see how many I got right. So number 1, I obviously did not remember. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. PU. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. 2 and 3, I think I got right. S and H. Push. 4 is... TH. Thallium, maybe? I'm not sure what that is. 5 is... 1, 2, 3. RE. What's RE? I have no idea what RE is. Number 6. EU. I need someone to cross-reference what these elements are so we can all have a learning experience here. Number 7 is Pa. That's palladium, surely. 8 is fluorine. Nice. 9 is TE. I don't know what TE is. 10 is RN. That's close, maybe. Oh, 11 is iodine. Iodine is heavier than bromine. What am I doing? My science teacher would be so disappointed. Actually, my chemistry teacher would be really disappointed. And then 12 is neon. Push. Free. What does it say? Push. Free. UPath. To right. What? I can't. Push. Free. Up. After. 9. That's probably for operating that machine we saw. We had to push the 3rd lever up after the 9th lever, is my guess. Took a screenshot. Let's see. Well, okay, what's going on? You know, going to do not take backseat or did. I'm not even going to say that one. A science kid's dream. Took a screenshot just in case there's 2 elements missing. You're kidding me. But these 2 elements are actually the lanthiums and actidiums. I can't remember what they're called. Basically, these 2 rows here fit in this spot here. I believe. So it's actually not missing elements so much as it's like a footnote element. These test tubes are huge, by the way. These are massive. What's this? Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at different pressures, it seems. Test 205. Lab technician Randolph. Okay. I'm not sure what to do with this, but... Melting points at different pressures, I guess. Complete for room temperature. That can't be right. How would it be water's melting point at room temperature? Oh no, this is just saying this is room temperature. But you don't have a scale down here. Task 205 at atmospheric pressure. PPT, I feel like... Isn't PPT like parts per trillion? Right, so this must be a solution of something. Like they dissolve something in it. I don't know what though. In Mount Holly freezer. Okay. I don't know what though. Okay, we'll talk through everything in detail, I suppose, once I've done extracting all the clues that we need to from this place. Guess we'll access the terminal. I don't know if this terminal is going to be any different, mind you. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay. Oh, okay. Whenever you draft room, these 5 steps have been gained for you. Immediately gain 3 gold for each red room. Gain 1 key for each 2 hallways. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Whenever you draft a shop. How many of what do I have in my house? Well, we got 2 hallways, so we could get a key basically from this. I think we should do something immediately, especially because we don't have half the stuff. So let's immediately gain 1 key or 1 gold. I guess 1 key is probably more relevant. Combine. Start experiment. Nice. I also saw there was a pause experiment. Does that mean we can make a new experiment, or? Oh, it's if it probably messes something up, then you'd probably want to pause the experiment. I see. We're definitely gonna run over, but that's okay. No research logs. Will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. Okay. Log into network. We might as well get this one connected to the network. And just to make sure we have everything up and running. Staff services. None of that works. Wonder how you feel about sus jokes like that earlier one, by the way. I would say on a personal level, I don't mind it too much. I feel like just be mindful of the audience there is here, but not everyone wants it. But I'm not going to like ban someone for making a sus joke or anything like that. Unless you repeatedly do it, then maybe I will. Or I'll time you out or something and just be like, hey, chill out. But I see it as just like, we're all just here to have a chill time, have fun. Everyone's got different, necessarily, I suppose, understandings of what may or may not be. So, yeah, I don't know. I keep things pretty lax until it crosses the line. Then we'll see. So I don't think we have any energy, but put 3 up after 9 is kind of what you're meant to do, right? Okay, so this sequence here, that's not even a sequence. I just realized that's literally just a mathematical equation. That's just correct. This is some organic chemistry stuff. I don't know why we have a sequence on here twice. What's that say? S equals BH lower sub B divided by 2. I don't know what that means. That must be relevant to something which I don't know. I cannot read what any of this says. Ain't the community from that largely? Probably not, but I'm not going to make a big deal about it in the end. It is what it is. I think if people just behave reasonably, I think that's fine with me, whatever the case may be. And I'm not going to go something sus, but if it's out of pocket, say it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not here to really have a large conversation about how I'm going to moderate or police the chat, to be honest. I make it as a judgment call as I see at the time. Just be respectful, just be normal. That's all I'm going to say about this, okay? Yes, anyway, we're here to play Blueprints and we're here to focus on that. I don't see anything else which is particularly relevant. Waves. Despite about sine and cosine, I can see there. Of a generation, thus of it. I don't know what this is for. All these cyclohexenes. In the back. Is this a code? I don't know if that's actually a code or not. A list of numbers, which I will print screen though, and keep a note of. And everything else, I don't think is particularly relevant at the moment, unless we immediately run into a boiler room. So, okay, this place can't change... Wait, could this place change the security? I don't think so. Oh, I typed it wrong. Log into network. Let us find out, because I can't remember. Can this place do the key cards, or is it only the security room? I'm not even sure what the point of a network is. Email. Okay, email is the office, which we haven't found yet. Okay, so yes, we can't do other stuff. I forgot what data transfer is, but who knows? Oh, this is also our only way forward. And now we're stuck. How does secret passageway work if we can't go forward? I guess let's find out. I don't really know what this is going to do. Surely it's just not going to let us forward because we can't go forward. A gold sink, or I think we want a hallway. Because hallways gives us a lot of options. Oh yeah, we can't even go forward. Okay. Noted, I guess. Well, I guess this was a rather short day. We didn't have a lot of choices of places to go. I think this was probably a bad idea to do this sort of looping thing here. Maybe it was a bit early to do a guest bedroom when I didn't even know if I needed the steps or not. But I suppose while we're here, is there anything of this that we can do? I was going to say this is this is really strange, whatever's going on here. I don't even know what this experiment could be. So these two are on Bunsen burners. So we're heating it up. Wait, hold a minute. This is really strange. Because presumably what you're meant to be doing is you're heating it up. The liquid evaporates, it goes through the tube, and it collates down in here. I suppose normally this should be like a, what do they call, condensing tube? But it's not, because this is open at the top here. So this pipe is going to collect absolutely nothing, despite being heated up. I must assume this is a glass one of these. I hope so, at least. Don't put a plastic one on a Bunsen burner. Where's your safety gauze? Tusk. My science teacher would not be happy. This one kind of looks like it's siphoning the liquid in. And this one, I don't even know what this one's doing. Is this like a heating pad? I'm not sure. Old school scientific experiments. They have a lot of microscopes about the place as well. Okay. I don't think there's anything left to do here. We've got, what is this, a convex or a concave lens? I forget which way around it is. So convex mirror does that. Concave mirror does that. So is it a concave lens? Maybe? That stuff's too high up, I can't read it. It's not that deep? Yeah, of course it's not that deep. I'm just seeing what there is. I like to see what people do for the scientific things that they do in the sort of environmental design of games. Because I think it's especially fun when I see, because I'm not like an expert in maths or anything, but you know, I have studied a lot of maths. I think it's always fun to see what they have portrayed. Going to lurk. Thank you for a fun stream. Thank you for coming along. I'll give you a last check-in. How is the water temperature right now? I say that's a good water temperature. Warm. A hot warm, but not scorching. But yes, lurk away. As I don't think there's anything else we can do here. So I guess we'll call it a day. We'll call it the end of a blueprint segment. I'm just trying to think if there's anything outside which would be relevant for us to do. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything to interact with either. So I think we're good. I think we've done. Guest bedroom. Oh, guest bedroom's a pawn chess piece. So let us just make a note of that. I think all the bedrooms are now I'm looking at it. No, secret passages as well. I don't know if we saw a chess piece in the lab either. Bishop, rook, nook, queen, king. Haven't seen a queen or a king. Interesting we're prince though. Okay. I think that'll be the end of whatever day this is, day 6 for blueprints. Not the most fruitful day, I would say. But that happens. That happens. having a bit of a stretch. We didn't discover any new rooms. We didn't get very high in the rank. Humble bungalow. Oh, wait, no, we did discover one new room. I forgot the laboratory. So let's save and quit. It's a pretty good run of blueprints. I think I have more questions than I do necessarily have answers. But that's okay. That's the nature of these style of games. And yeah, we'll just take a short little break. And then we'll... Was it Dad Not the King? I assume that's why we're Prince. Yeah. That's why I guess I meant it in a way of like, I wonder when we'll see, like which room we'll see the king in. But I didn't really feel that in my head. Or if we'll become the king. But yes, we'll take a short little break here. Let me get Chill Hop up again. Have some nice tunes. Proto Bowl, that's not the right one. And then we'll get to drawing. Back with the mermaid. Drawing. Where on earth is my... There it is. Let's put it in the correct place over here. So, see you all in a few minutes. Okay, hello again. I like this promotion thing which is going on here. During a break, of course. Plug of a deal. I like to think Fontasia is so high up class. Only for the elite, but they don't even need these promotional deals. You buy it at full price or you don't buy it at all. It's a status symbol. I'm joking, I'm joking. In this theoretical world which does not exist. Where is my mouse? Where is my everything? Pull off a title screen. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Well, what's a scenario? Let's get to doing some line art. I'm not sure when I'm also going to do a catch up for the rest of the stream. I'm trying to think. Hold on, because next weekend I am not here, so there'll definitely not be a stream next weekend. I'm busy on Thursday. I'm not here on Friday. I can't do Wednesday. So literally the only day I could do a stream on would be Tuesday. Because I can't do Monday either. Okay. I could do a catch-up stream on Tuesday, just for drawing, to finish off as thumbnail art. I'm not really sure. The background is relatively simple, so I think it would just be shading and doing a simple background. Just planning now. Oh, also, I was going to say MSMX. I'm sorry, I didn't read your message until literally the start of a stream, the one you sent in the Discord, about the VOD for Blueprints having audio issues or something. Yeah, I wanted to ask for like more details about that, because I haven't had a chance to actually check out the VOD. Because if it's something I can fix on my end, obviously I will do so. But I don't really know what it was. Was it like the game itself was too loud or too quiet half the time, or was it me, like my voice, or? Tell me more. Tell me all about it. You're the customer service portion now. Okay, let's also turn this down as we get. You also might not be here, by the fact you've not responded. So we'll see. Hello, Namukitsu. Your voice here compared to the music I wanted to play. That's fair. I think probably what happened was because I was using my drawing tablet to take notes. I'd imagine about half the time I was turned away from my microphone, which, having this cardioid mic, which means if I'm even slightly not looking towards it, you probably can't hear my voice. But I don't know, was it better this stream? I came back about when you came back. Because this time I put my microphone in where I would usually put it for when I'm drawing, so hopefully it was a little bit better, but if not, then I had to figure something out. Dame kitsu, damo yo, dame yo, anta ga suki de suki sukite. I don't know what line art I want to do. I think I want to do something which looks really rough, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe I'll use one of the pencil brushes. I don't know. That could be a nice one, maybe a bit bigger. I'm just on my phone, so I didn't compare. I'll check it later. That's fair. Let me know, and I will do my best. Because I only ever, well, okay, I never look at my my playback for my videos, but I would ever only do it on my computer, which uses my headphones. So probably it doesn't always replicate the experience that other people have on different platforms. But hopefully it's okay. If not, then I will have to just make a more conscious effort to actually talk into my microphone. Which you would be like, that should be like a very normal thing for anyone who makes videos to do. But, you know, I guess I like to move around a bit. Anyway, let us get underway. I don't know. This is not the line art brush to use. It's not gritty enough, you know. I like the charcoal one, but I think it might be a bit too much, if anything. Like that's huge. That's absolutely humongous. Chalk? Chalk would be fun. Maybe if it was a bit smaller. That's probably a bit too bitty now. 7? Yes. What should we talk about today? I'm not sure. Just trying to think. What have I done recently of note to talk about? That's a great question. I feel like it's very common to be like, what have I done recently? And you just sort of, someone goes like, oh yeah, what you been up to recently? And you had to spend like some time sitting there being like, what have I been up to recently? Playing a lot more Rabbit and Steel, I suppose. But I haven't played that for a while. I mean, I think I talked about Animal Crossing. It's hard when you have half an hour where you talk about whatever every single day to find something that I've not spoken about. Let's get the eye around this place. Big old iris. What do I want to talk about? The trailer for Zootopia 2 was released. Anyone see that? Or I think it was a teaser, technically, not a trailer, this one. That I did talk about in Animal Crossing, but I was like, that's pretty fun. I did like the first Zootopia. I have my qualms with it from a story perspective. Mainly of Bellwether's villainous role. Didn't really sell me on it. Like, I like the concept of what her character could have been, but I felt the execution, you know, didn't quite do it for me. Let's bring his chin up here. But I'm interested to see how Zootopia 2 goes. Certainly seems centralized around whatever the snake is. I'd stuff to talk about, I just needed to do something. Of course. There was also the leaked trailer from D25 or whatever, the Disney Expo. Which, well, it wasn't really a trailer, it was actually like a snippet from a movie or something. Where they go to one of the areas. They have a nice little back and forth. I won't give any spoilers in case people are avoiding spoilers. Hello, Frodian. What's this one today? What's this little emoji? Let's see what it's called. Shadow at waving. What is it? It looks like a Care Bear to me or something, or like a Care Hippo. Let's see. Let's get some sort of wavy fur going. It's underwater. That's how it goes. Oh, it's a Star Guardian hippo. That makes sense. Star Guardian's got some great songs. Don't try to make yourself remember, darling. Don't look for me, I'm just a story you've been told. Let's pretend a little longer. When you're gone, everything goes on. I love that song. I think I played it a ridiculous amount of repeat when it first came out. Okay, cracked crown. Sealed together one way or another. Shiny crystals of glass, probably. Can I remember any more lyrics to that song? I'm not sure I can remember the lyrics anymore. I'm getting used to this. And there's another line that I'll bring the sea to you. Something like that. Can't really remember the lyrics at all now. For a song that I listened to basically on repeat when it came out, I'm surprised I don't remember the lyrics to this one. Can I imagine it being kind of groovy off of that? I like it a lot. It depends on which form of groovy you mean. If you mean like the 70s disco groovy, it's not, but... Don't try to make myself remember, darling. Don't look for me, it's just a story I've been told. Watched Incredibles last night, still holds up. Nice. Incredibles is a good movie. I do like it a lot. Got more details to the issue though. Just writing it down, sorry to ruin the vibe. No worries, if it, I want to know. Max volume on my laptop is always a bit too quiet, so I use an amplifier, but I gotta turn it down when it gets louder as you get excited or something. So it's probably the inconsistency of the volume I speak at, as I'm understanding it. Yeah, not because you get away from the mic though, maybe the mic itself. Oh, that's interesting. I know I do tend to not be very conscious of exactly where the mic is relation. Oh, that's not how short I think it should be. Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's the mic itself. It is probably the way I use a mic is not very much how you should be using this mic. I'll try and be more conscious of that in the future though. Certainly. Always good to understand the issue now rather than later. I made her neck really long here. I wonder if that was intentional from past me. Okay. Let us... Let's do this. Draw that arm. Gosh, I cannot even draw it. I'm turning up. I turn up my mic. Turn it up a little bit. I actually don't remember what. Sorry, I just yelled into the microphone there. I don't remember what volume I put blueprints at. I can't remember if I actually adjusted the music volume. Because it was also possible that maybe I put it on a bit louder than I usually would. This arm looks weird. No one likes drawing foreshortening. Foreshortened arms. But am I about to? Hey, we can stick with this probably. Yes. Okay, the pearls. Oh yeah, I wanted to correct this. There's an ickle bit of a tangent here. So I wanted to correct it by rotating this pinky. There we go. And just to make sure we're not making any awkward looking shapes. Around here. Around here. Okay, scoop that round. Fasten it in the middle. Get these creases in. I accidentally got rid of a line. That's okay. Am I doing it like this or am I doing it like that? I think I'll have this as a solid thing and I think I'll do the veil on top. Just deciding exactly how this outfit she's wearing is going to work. A very important part of the practicality of a fashion. If there is any. Similar issue on YouTube when watching Gator Game. Boosts up when you do a trash man voice. There should be automatic stable audio for it, but doesn't turn on for Safari or Chrome for me. Dunno. Hopefully now most of it will be somewhat resolved by me turning up the bass volume. Sometimes in Animal Crossing, to be fair, I do talk very quietly. That I think is very inconsistent as well. Depends how much chutzpah I have in my voice. It's fine right now, I'm on mobile. That's good. I can actually, now I think about it, I've never really thought about just turning the volume up when I'm on a day where I'm just like, I don't want to talk very loudly. Like if I'm tired or something. So I could probably do that. I've never really thought about doing that, but I don't see why not. You just EQ the mic? I basically don't adjust anything with my mic. I've just left it as whatever, and I've not thought about it ever since. So it's probably suboptimal, whatever I've done, but... You said you adjust the base of it? I don't remember what I said. But no, I don't adjust the bass on it. Oh yeah, bass volume, that's what I meant. That was if I just sort of blanket have my audio louder. And hopefully it'll be okay in most situations. This strap makes no sense. It's too long. It's the shoulders too high. That's what's going on here. I guess it's more of a dropped shoulder she has here. Yeah, that looks a bit more sensible. Okay. And yeah, with the music, I turn it all the way down, and for non-spatial tracks, I need to turn down the in-app preamp. That's fair. We'll just see how it goes, and then if it's better, hopefully it's better for everyone. If it's not, then we can see what we can do from it. Probably, if anything, it means I should listen to my own videos back and just make sure that I can hear it properly. Or I guess I should probably listen to it on my phone or something, on something different. Because most of the time it sounds fine, obviously for me on my computer, but these are my specific settings, which who knows what they even entail. But let's see how it goes. Let's get some long claws out. You can kiss 100 boys in bars, shooting off a shot. Play back forward and play some music next to it, and just to see when there's a good balance of both audios. I guess I probably should do that. The thing is, when I listen to music actually for my own personal listening, is I often have the music on really, really quiet, like on purposefully. I'm very much a person who I don't like working, studying, etc. with music on, which is almost sacrilegious, I think, to a lot of people. But yeah, like when back in school, I never studied with music on. Nowadays, I don't work with like music on most of the time. I'm so sleepy. No, with these new messages, you seem to have the same problem. Oh, well, I suppose it's a good thing that you tried them at least to see. Am I missing a finger? I am missing a finger. I was like, how many fingers is a correct amount of fingers for a human to have? Just asking. No particular reason. It's 6, right? What have I done here? I have no idea what I've done here. That looks so strange. I'm gonna redraw that part. This, get this part of the hand out, that part of the pearl. You can't even see most of the arm. That's a-okay. A little elbow nook. Okay, let's get. How does this work? It's like this. You can guess 100 boys in Mars. Play games and watching my videos, that's fair. Humanoid, I guess. Blood test Thursday. I'm worried about being kind of unwell next week. Got Pathfinder Wednesday and stuff. I've got to eat plain. I hope it goes well. I believe it will go well. More Pathfinder's fun. Heard one of the voice lines recently and made me laugh. What does that mean? The voice lines? Like a famous Oblivion voice line, I assume? I don't know if I know any Oblivion voice lines. It's only Skyrim ones, which I only kind of know. Oh, I didn't even draw the eyelashes on. Maybe his eyes should be a bit higher. Now I'm looking at things. Probably. Let's do it, I guess. I want to make it look like so she's actually looking at you. I see you, hello. Oh, I have heard, have you heard of the High Elves? Have you heard of the High Elves? I'm down to learn some brain roll. Link out in the Discord. Biozera. I don't know Biozera. I think the only one I know is have you heard of the High Elves? But I think I only know that from a parody video of Oblivion where some guy acts like an Oblivion NPC or whatever. Have you heard of the High Elves? And then he like bites an apple, goes, ah! Or something like that. I've been here the whole time. Join with me today are 3 lovely guests. MSMX, Toylan, and Folian. Now you all know how the game is played. Okay, I'm gonna stop that now. Enough of a game changer. There's a Twitch alert of someone I watch. Dialogue is hilarious. Salutations. How are you doing this lovely Sunday evening? Salutations to you. I'm doing rather well. How about yourself? Get ready for a game changer. I watched a bingo one recently. It was so good. The bingo one is my favorite game changer episode. It was so... Oh man, when it first came out and started watching it, I was just like, oh, this is a surprisingly tame premise so far. And then when it just keeps going, I'm just like, oh my word. Wonderful. Doing quite alright, just sitting on my phone figuring out what to do. So I'm here. Well, welcome. You know, I'm glad that, you know, while in the process of figuring out what to do, you've stumbled across this. You've arrived here at this destination. Still recovering from grunts you just made. That's how it goes, right? I think in Oblivion. I say, like, I've barely played Skyrim, so I don't think you... So who knows, really? Okay, let's just finish putting these piles in. I guess that's making floaty, so they don't have to necessarily abide by laws of gravity. Cause I defying gravity. Actually, that's a fun thing with doing underwater jewelry, is you can make it go really far out from the model, and it still makes sense. It's floating in space, but space need not concern itself with gravitational. Well, I mean, gravity still affects it. Buoyancy, I suppose. That's a dominant thing. Try to look up Star Guardian on Genius to look up lyrics, but it comes up with League of Legends albums. Yeah, I mean, it is, Star Guardian is a skin line in League of Legends. So, what was the song you were singing earlier? It's called Everything Goes On. It's by Porter Robinson. And it was done in collaboration for the Star Guardian skin line. So yeah, if you're finding League of Legends albums, you're looking in the right place. Don't try to make yourself remember, darling. Don't look for me. etc. I'm just a story you've been told. Why is this curve so hard to get right? There you go. Yeah, link 'em. In the Discord. Okay, get these mermaidy fins in here. Is there anything else to do with a line art layer here? I don't think so. I think everything else is off a line art layer. Maybe the tears? Do I want to do that on this layer or on a separate layer? Probably a separate layer. So I can have a translucency. Probably I do want to put these eyelashes in though. Does it look like she's looking at you? Kind of looks like she's looking past you. I think this iris needs to change shape slightly. That I think is better. Hold on. Now this one needs to change ever so slightly. Okay, yeah, I think that looks like she's looking at us now. Love on to Daedalian Fiddlesticks music video. Yeah, that's a good one. Such a vibe. My fudging foam alarm went off when you said the name. Say it again, please. I see burning light. It's Everything Goes On by Porter Robinson is the one I was singing. Probably it's on the playlist I've already in. Let's see. Is it on there? Oh, it's not. Oh, you know, because this is the collaboration one. That's our one with a different artist making nice sort of lo-fi beats. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for linking. Thank you for linking. What am I doing? I'm saving my Twitch browser. I was like, what's going on? Okay. Good. And we're missing a line here. Apart from that, I think we're good. Right, let's get to a bit of colouring. How are we doing for time? Well, we started a bit late, so I think that's probably to be expected. Flip this round. It's just too much fun playing blueprints. Okay. So this will be our base colour. Let's do our cream fur. I guess it's more of a beige fur now I think about it, but hair, cream fur. Yes, here we go. Okay. Oh, I'm using the wrong colour. No wonder that's not working. Ah! Stop this. Lock this. So I never move it again. Okay. I mean, if we're using the chalk brush already for the line art, why not use a chalk brush for the colouring as well? Let's get a bit of grittiness in here. Just takes forever to colour in these big places, eh? Ah! I'm drawing on the wrong layer. There we go. Wonderful. Stand like this. And it'll probably be like that. Makes the most sense, maybe. Don't try to make yourself remember, darling, don't look for me. I'm just a story you've been told. See, the person who emotes the Star Guardian Nico makes playlists. I love them. My favourite one right now is Songs to Blast Loudly. But she's some fun ones, like different energy levels. I see. Okay, that's cream fur. Do we do white fur on the same layer? Actually, no, I normally do other body, don't I? Other body. What colour eyes does an anglerfish have? Does anyone know? Probably some very sort of glassy looking, cloudy grey is my guess, but would be a fun colour to use. Maybe we should use like a glowy blue-green. Match the light. Yeah, let's do a greeny blue. There's a base white here. Then we do eyes. this one. Pink on the bottom. We don't need to blend them necessarily, we can just do with chalk, I guess. I think this is also, with the style we're going for, it's okay if the colours bleed out from the lines. If anything, it kind of adds to it. Okay, base left, base right. What? There you go. Probably should do it on a separate layer, I guess. I think it probably doesn't mix very well, these two brushes. We'll do a nice little trick where we make a pupil a little bit smaller to make it seem a little bit scarier. Haunting. Actually, we can make it even more haunting if we don't put any highlights in her eyes. We'll see how that looks, with and without. We can make a judgment call afterwards. Okay, how does it look with and without? Maybe if we just do one highlight to make it look like the angle of... Oh, wait, we can do... It's like the angle light. Just in a very odd, off-putting place. Depending on lighting, pale blue or dark blue. Lighting some work as deep sea fish. Some seem yellow, but I think it's a light. Okay. But let's do the tears. Only teardrops. How many times did da 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 da? Only teardrops. Oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to make these black tears, didn't I? Like inky looking tears. I don't like the shape of that. I think I might make these more blue. Maybe the line art will change colour later, I don't know. Gives a really interesting framing for the eyes though. Let's do it like this, okay. Eyebrows. Okay, we're getting there. D. I guess this will be the body. Do makeup as well, before we forget. I think this iris is probably too big, now I'm looking at it, compared to the other one. And this iris, I think, needs to move over. She uses some good stream safe playlists, so you should check. Okay. Poster picker reminds me of your eyes until you added the pupils. Kinda scary. How do you add spoiler on pictures? I don't recall. Well, it's like, I think when you paste it into the chat box or something, I think if you hover over it or something like that, that's where you add it. Don't quote me, that might not be right. What's like a gross colour we can use? Actually, do I want a gross colour? I want like an eerie light, I think, colour. think I'll go with this blue. I like this blue. We can also do an interesting eyeshadow shape. Wow, look at that. It's like ocean waves. I don't think I've ever done eyeshadow with this like sort of flower shape before. It probably wouldn't look very good in real life, but we're not here in real life. We're not constrained to that reality. We can make it as wacky and wonderful as we want. Get some dark things here. And then the abyss right at the bottom. That's a cool looking eye. That was a fun makeup palette. I remember cuttlefish. Yeah. Animal species eyes always a very fascinating thing. Methinks. Let's put the line up here. We'll put the tears above the line up. Only teardrops. That's an old Eurovision song. 2013. Denmark? I don't know who sang it. Maybe Albania or something like that. Dun 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 dun. Only teardrops. I think we'll use this as a base. Whoa, I did not realise I coloured that in. And brown down here. How now, brown cow? We do the tail, and we do a gradient. So this is the abyss portion, so the end of the tail should be quite dark. I should make a palette layer probably, so I don't lose these colours. I already technically lost one of them. This colour. Oh, I didn't shade in this makeup either. So we do two-toned lipstick, that could be fun. And I'll probably just get some sort of specks of blue discoloration. Oh no, maybe green discoloration might be a bit more fun in here, just to make it feel a bit more like bioluminescent, you know? We want like an uneary glow from the depths below. It's kind of a vibe we're looking for. What an interesting texture. It's almost like mossy. Some small higher concentrations as well. Oh, we can actually, when we do the shading, if I remember to do it, we can do the water sort of line like shading, which is a very fun style of shading. I'm not sure if I remember though. Okay, that tail's pretty good. Let's do the top. Wonder if sirens are supposed to be conventionally interactive, but this gives Illyrian in a different way. He had some hot ones with a fox eye style, sunrise, whatever you called it. Yeah, wait, hold on. Sirens are meant to be... Wait, are sirens meant to be conventionally interactive? I feel like they're always depicted as being rather conventionally attractive, but... I don't know, that's actually an interesting question. I don't know. Because is it that like they are conventionally attractive, or is it that they're not conventionally attractive but they lure people in by tricking people into thinking they are? I actually don't know what the folklore of sirens are, to be honest. I mean, I guess traditionally sirens are not even mermaids, they're like the harpy creatures, right? Harpies don't look attractive. Yeah, there we go. Isn't it about a song? Yeah, exactly. Like, via the song, does it make the sirens feel alluring in a way, or is it they just look alluring as well? I don't really know how sirens work. I think I'm not going to use as dark a colour. I think I like giving everything a sort of gradient colour. Keep my palette around. Should probably be there. Saying the standards got low for being at sea too long. That's probably true. Colour in these gems. Probably I want to remove a base brown layer underneath. Let's get these gems coloured in. Probably this light as well. We'll make it this colour. And we'll add a bit of green just to sort of give a bit of texture to it. Make a bit shiny. Wonderful. Because aren't mermaids depicted from dugongs? That's true, right? That's like where the confusion comes from. Mermaid-like sirens, most of the pics I see do seem attractive. Reject attractiveness, embrace the unconventional. Wonder how to have more enchanting presence, but yeah, I'm down with this weirdness. That's fair. This is a sort of... I can't remember how I described it last time. It was sort of like she's trying to be enchanting, but she's incredibly... it looks incredibly psychotic, I suppose, as well. It's kind of like the vibe. It's like a... It's almost like disenchanting, maybe is how to describe it. Didn't you say yandere? I don't know if I did say that, but if... Yeah, I think yandere kind of works, eh? Like, sink into the abyss with me. I don't know why I drew that nail so differently from the others. All of them are nice, like, sharp and taper at a point, and this one just is a diamond. Okay. These ones are actually a bit shorter than I thought. Let's make them longer. Only teardrops. This is where I sing a yandere song, but I don't think I know a yandere song. Actually, that's not true. This game I sometimes still play, Idol Master Cinderella Girls. They have a yandere character. I know her song. 大好きだよ Everyday Dream. I don't know the lyrics though. Daisuki da yo, everyday dream. Something da 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 dake yo. Anata da 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 da. Oh man, I love this sort of palette though. Actually, maybe it's more fun if instead of doing green at the end, I do the dark colour. For black at the end. Let's give it a shot. What does it look like? Wow! I didn't look the layer. Ooh. That gives an interesting vibe. I kind of like that. Let's go with that. These nails are a lot shorter. Let's just say that's foreshortening. Also, because if I made them longer, it would block half her face. So let's not do that. Maybe that's actually a vibe. Hold on. Let's not rule it out so early. Well, this one you wouldn't be able to see. This one I guess we could extend upwards, huh? And that one you can't see. Okay. So it doesn't change too much, hopefully. Just more or less changes this one. Okay, wonderful. Her top. Not sure what colour I'll make her top. We're very much locked in this palette. I feel like I should choose a different colour, but I'm not sure what colour. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe this is time we actually use the black. Not sure. I might change it in future. We'll see. Probably a bit both might work. I'm trying to think what colour I want the floaty bits to be. That I probably want to be the sort of sea green colour. Because it should try to look ethereal. I think maybe if we just do it all in black, maybe that would be the best. I don't think this top's the important part, to be honest. It's going to be the ethereal flowy part. That's the important part. Or parts. I don't know how I'm going to shade it with such a with such a brush that I'm currently using. Oh, we do need a white because of the pearls. I forgot. I mean, I guess you can have black pearls, but I think that'll probably be too much black in this painting. Let's have a... Oh, that's not right brush. We could probably put this on the tail as well to sort of indicate a bit of a glimmer, a bit of a shine. Also put on these probably. I wanted you to finish Everything Goes On, then go one of my directions. Feels more removed now though. I'd have to bring up the lyrics for Everything Goes On because I can't remember it. I'm gonna do that though. Everything goes on. Okay, let's see. Lyrics. Here we go. Don't try to make yourself remember, darling. It's a bit of a high song. Don't look for me. Oh, that's it. I'm just a story you've been told. So let's pretend a little longer. 'Cause when we're gone, everything goes on. Well, you were staring at the window. Is that right? And I said, I wanna take you to the sea. And when I'm better, we'll do everything. I gotta stop making... That doesn't sound right. I'm putting too many syllables in. There's a video on the Discord for it had lyrics. It does, but I'm not going to play that on stream because that will get content ID matched. There's more of a rhythm, I can't remember it. It's been a very long time since I've heard it. Anyway, we can use this white maybe for this veil. This sort of seaweed veil about the place. It's going to look so weird with this brush, I think, but maybe that adds to it. You can't hear yourself in Mute Machine. I think I can. I don't think I have it set up like that though, so. I'm pretty sure I'm just playing whatever desktop music I have. I don't have like different channels set up for different sources of things. But if I was gone tomorrow, won't the waves crash on? Is it selfish that I'm happy as we pass the setting sun? I need to turn down this opacity because I can't see what I'm erasing properly. Okay, we want the hard lines removed there. Probably what we should be doing is just select outside a line art layer. That probably makes more sense, huh? So, as we pass the setting sun, someday I'll be overcast, but you won't have to cry, 'cause we'll do the grieving when I'll be, while I'm by your side. I said, and then there's a chorus again. Skip to a bridge. Oh, better. I'm so scared of getting used to this. All the vines that keep you tethered in your room. Oh, someday both of us are leaving here, but for now I'll just bring the sea to you. I think hiding it too much here is not working. I think I'd rather have it sort of expose down like that. I should have kept a line art selection going. I'll just bring the sea to you. And I guess we'll try the high note part. Skip ahead. When does it come in? Will you meet me in the daylight like we did before? Then I felt you on my shoulder and you weren't suffering anymore. You said I'm sorry, you were worried, but don't apologize. I told you to forget me, but you stayed by my side when I said, and then the ad-libs go, remember, darling. Something like that. Just a story been told. And then I'll do the rest of the thing coming out like this. Yeah, it's a great song. There's a lot of League of Legends songs I do actually like quite a bit. That one and Seraphine's song. Probably this will come out a bit here. Actually, no, I think we'll just have it so it's tucked in. Yeah, I think that's good. So we've got the veil there. Let's add some colour variation to it, and I think colour variation of green will make this feel a lot of fun. You can barely see it, to be honest. That's right. It feels bioluminescent, almost. Hopefully. And get some of this colour in there. I can hardly see what I'm drawing. This is working? Oh, I switched colours at some point, and like I'm drawing with a grey. And I think we'll probably blend these a little bit. It's okay to be a bit blurry. Versative. Gotta get more chance to try that. One of these days I'll take some singing lessons. To really be able to high falsetto in. in a nice way. Keep selecting the wrong colour. What's going on? I think probably what I want to do actually is I want to do a layer mask on this, and I want to selectively remove some of the areas with a soft brush. Preferably sooner rather than later. You first, of course. Okay. Some of it. Probably will put a glow on this as well. I'm not going to think too hard about which parts are thinner and thicker. This is not an actual cloth, so I guess it probably doesn't matter too much. We could try it actually. You know what? Maybe I should care about it. You know what? Let's care about it. Bring it back. So let's make a bit folds here. Let's do it such a folds here. Let's do it such twists around here. I only need to do it where it doesn't fold. So probably like this. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. Gives it a bit more depth. Understand, to me, she hit that. Toylan's just being very rude. Don't worry, I know Toylan in real life, so. Well, thank you for your support, by the way. Okay, I think that looks right. Okay, let's do the other veil as well. So this is the, I guess the chemise veil, I'll call it. This is going to be hard because this is like 3 different things and I'm not sure how I'm going to add texture to it. I guess we'll do the bottom one in this colour. No, maybe I want to do this that colour? Maybe, I'm not sure. I can't see it because it's the same colour as the tail. There's going to be so many different layers, it's going to be very confusing. Don't know if it's going to work, but that's okay. We'll bring it more to life with the shading layers. Future me. So basically it's future me's problem, it's not me right now's problem. Okay, so we do it like this. Friends in real life find it more annoying, right? I will let them say how annoying they find it or not, to be honest. I think it's probably just a lot more common that a lot of the friends, you know, like to do less sincerity is shown through actions rather than through exact words or something. It's probably how I'd put it. Chemise middle vein. I don't mind it. That's nice. Most of the time I end up singing a lot more by myself than necessarily with others. I'm not enough of a theatre kid to... Your singing's pretty good, thank you. I'm not enough of a theatre kid to bust out into musical number. Or something. That they probably would find very annoying, but... I was saying if it's like a song comes to mind, if there's a reference. The other times I end up singing will probably be when I sort of like am unconsciously singing. Subconsciously, I guess, not unconsciously. It doesn't really make sense. Okay. Let's do it like this. Expect an actual compliment. Feels like it's gone better over time. Thank you. See, Daedalian is very nice, so Daedalian would not mind saying nice things, while also saying ribbing insults as well. Not Toyland, though. A range of love languages. Well, you're asking for a race session. No, it is very common. But I just realised I don't know why I was erasing that to not overlap, because that doesn't make sense. So I stick to lurking. No, I never asked for a race sesh. I don't mind when friends like roast and that sort of thing. It's not really something that I do all too often. If anything, I roast by saying compliments, because then people go like, well, now you're being all sincere and stuff, and now I feel like I need to say something nice. I'm like, well, too bad, you're my friend and I appreciate you. So those are my insults. Get them through kindness. It's a really fun colour palette. And you'd probably be tricked into thinking it's like such a nice sort of a pretty princessy colour palette if you only looked at this part, but then we bring in the other colours and it's probably all like, ooh, dark and sinister again. I have a feeling I might actually change your bottom veil though to... I might shift all the colours down one. Or maybe just the bottom one might change. Makes it look more sinister. I feel like I need an in-between between these two, maybe. Nah. Maybe that'll be okay. I think probably what I should do is the tail, I should probably extend this colour out a bit more upwards. And then this colour, put a bit more of a light colour in at the top here. Right, so this veil. Okay, let's do chemise layer. Should probably be much lower opacity as well. 50%? What? Didn't do anything. 50! There we go. And I think we'll do a very basic background for this. I'm half an hour over. And then whenever we do the catch-up stream, that'll be fine, I think. Let's do background. Just something which can sell the depths of the abyss we're looking at here. And I want it to be lighter around the edge, right? Yes. I think it should be darker for more, to be honest. We'll just go super dark in the middle here. Like almost just straight, maybe just straight up, straight black. And I'll probably get some, do some colour tinges around the side. Get like eerie glows of light essentially in. I might want to skew things a bit more blue, I think, as well. Because I think this might be... If I make it too green, it's probably not enough contrast. I forgot, how do I do this again? How do I... It's Control U, isn't it? I don't know what I'm looking on here. Or maybe I skew it more green, that'd be interesting. No, that's too green already. Skew it a bit more blue. Bring up the saturation or decrease the saturation? Probably decrease the saturation, that looks interesting. Because then it really makes her look like a sort of glowing light in the darkness. It's interesting. Wow, it's a fuss. Oh, what's going on? I don't know. That's not an insult, it's a trick. Get over kindness. Yeah, you joke aggressive each other. No, it's not personal at certain point. Being cheeky, I mean, I didn't win most evil now awards. Most evil, that's good. Yeah, I think I want to put a faint green light behind D. Sort of like an outline. Or maybe it should be right at the base. Like... Makes it sort of stand out a bit more against the darkness, maybe. I don't know if we'll stick with it, but I didn't colour those pearls in. And also that technically should not be here. Okay, there we go. I think probably what I'll end up doing is there'll probably be quite a strong gradient map which will end up on this, because I think it's pink and orange. I'm not sure if it's distracting or not. Maybe we put an eye glow in, maybe it'll look better. I also think the line art should probably be a different colour as well. Ooh. Yeah, something like this. Maybe something more green. No, maybe something like that. Sort of dark teal. Because I do think... I don't know, it does make them stand out of the eyes. I'll say that much. We put something under a add glow. That's fun. I guess I'll figure out what exactly we're doing with the shading. Do you check out my R&B Rex? I forgot, I'm sorry. Absolutely, I very much forgot. Which YouTube comment was on again? If you still have those links, like, do you have links to things? If you send it to me on Discord, again. Yeah, and I will listen to them. Sorry, this week's been like super busy, so I've had essentially no free evenings, I think, for this entire week. Apart from today, that's why I'm streaming. Ugh. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's bring the text back in. I guess if anything, we'll shift these colours around. To match the colours we're using here. post commented again in a vid with links so you can look in recent comments. Okay, I'll check it out. Hello, Chopperino. Unfortunately, you've caught us right at the end of a stream, Chopperino. So it's unfortunately there's not going to be much left in this as we finished up the colorations for May thumbnail art. Apologies, I've been lurking and relaxing while listening to you. It looks wonderful, magical even. No need to apologise. You know, I understand my place to be second screen monitor content a lot of the time. I'm here to relax, I'm here to have good vibes, and I hope you have good vibes too. Listening along, you know? You go at your own pace, whatever works. Time flies. What's this, a falling waffle or something? What's on the waffle? Oh no, someone's being crushed by the waffle. These emojis are so small, I can hardly see. There you go. Okay, so when am I going to do a catch-up stream to finish this off? Obviously, because I cannot do it next weekend. I can't do next... I think it has to be Tuesday evening, where there'll be no blueprints that day. We'll just be finishing off this thumbnail art in the evening. Let me think. I don't even know if that's feasible. Tuesday evening, it kind of depends. Because I can't do Wednesday. I can't do Thursday. Can't do Friday. Not here on the weekend. I think at worst comes to worst, then we'll do a catch up in June instead, or something like that. That might be how it goes, just like we did last time. If anything, I apologise for the fact that I've not been streaming. Of us, we have to do these well, don't have to, but I choose to do these catch up streams. But we'll see. So I'm not sure exactly when the next time I'll see you is. At best, maybe it'll be next Tuesday in the evening time slot. So it'll be starting probably 2 or 3 hours from now. No, probably 2 hours. 2 hours 15 from now. Whatever time that is for you locally. If not, then the next time I see you will probably be midweek. In 2 weeks' time, in the first week of June. That will be ambiguous. I don't know when. Whenever there is a time slot, I suppose. Google Gemini, what are you sending? Send it to me. No, Google Gemini. I don't even have Gemini enabled. How are you doing anything? How do I disable Gemini? I'll look at that afterwards. Doing just what you were an art streamer for a bit. Hey, we have a fantastic mix, I think, of both games and art. This is a long stream today, but I hope it was a good time, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I hope we can see each other again at some other point. Oh, thank you for following as well, Neighbour Nikki. So until next time, whenever that may be, I'll say bye-bye for now. And thank you all for coming along. As we stop stream. Extra recording here on YouTube. Thank you all for coming along. It's nice. It's nice. I think these are some fun colours on this thumbnail art. I really will. I do know though, similar sort of colours over here. We still got the green and blues. So certainly for whatever June is, I gotta make sure I use a hot colour palette rather than a cool colour palette. But we'll see. Anyway, take care and bye bye.